Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna play a Final Fantasy 3 today instead of Assassin's Creed. That's just because again, it'll take so long for Assassin's Creed to update. I mean, I guess we'll see how long it'll take for it to update because we're on the same console regardless. Let me really quickly then back out, schedule stream, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, stream 1, and then we go over to visibility. We'll set that for tomorrow. Unfortunately, that means we'll have less time tomorrow, so we'll have to start at 9:15. Done. I just want to make sure that we actually do have a stream of it. We will probably be playing Valhalla for the large chunk of the remainder of this month, so just bear that in mind. I'm thinking that Final Fantasy stream is just going to get moved. I think I'm just going to have to play Final Fantasy PvP myself. I don't think I'll have enough time to justify a stream of it, because if we have Starfield on Sunday, Thursday, if we have Engage, Valhalla, and like, I guess the Pokemon DLC, like that right there is the entire month, basically, right? Like that right there is everything. There's not enough time anymore. So like, I guess Engage, again, Engage is just like the easy game to shaft. Let me go to my thing real quick. Okay, let me, can't download it yet, it has to wait. Oh, should I even download it? That seems kind of silly. Alright, well, in any event, we're going to play Final Fantasy 3, which I think will be kind of cool because I've never actually played Final Fantasy 3, like the original version. I've only ever played the DS version, which is like the modern version that's available pretty much, you know, globally. This game, to my knowledge, was only ever released legitimately as part of this collection. Okay, well, this glitched out. YouTube thumbnails kind of piss me off a little bit sometimes. And the reason why is because sometimes you'll do YouTube thumbnails and then the whole screen will like black out, and that's how you know that it didn't update the I'm gonna wait and see if this updates, because sometimes it does this and then it doesn't update the thumbnail correctly. So I'm a little sus about believing that one on just, you know, looking at it. Alright, now I did take a couple of notes, so for like missables and stuff, especially since this is not like a new game for me. So, let's see, I have them somewhere. I think I made a Word document. Okay. Alright, so this game, well, you'll see. Let's start it. This is actually very funny, because this is one of the games that really got me into playing, like, Final Fantasy. So I actually really do like it a lot. Same stuff. It's all the same stuff. Okay. Alright. Do you have to select the name? Wow, they don't give... Oh, here we go. Suggest a name. Riley. Robin. Aeneas. Ryko. No, we need something different. Edan. And Glitz. You know, because in the DS version, they have definitive names, even though they're kind of like generic characters. So, I don't know, maybe I should use them instead of just colors, which, again... Claire. Saren, Ray, Morgan. Yeah, we'll just stick with Edan. I don't know. I think that this is like a good set of names. Alright. This game opens very differently in the DS version. Slight, you know, obviously the intro is whatever. Into the silence, one of the Golgans prophesies the great earthquake was only the beginning. The tremors tore the land asunder. The crystal sources of the world's light were swallowed into the depths as monsters emerged from the chasm now scarring the earth. Yet that was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. Move this. Something fathomless, ominous, and laden with sorrow looms on the horizon, but hope is not yet gone completely. 4 souls will be blessed with the power of light, and so it shall begin. Four orphan youths raised by Topapa and the rural village of Ur were out to test their mettle. They Came across a cave, one of the very same that formed when the crystals were lost to the earth. What started as a simple game of exploration became so much more. There you go. And then they fall down the hole. This is actually something I like because in the DS version, you'll see that only one character actually falls down the hole. Ouch. Looks like we fell through a sinkhole. Now what do we do? You sure this is a good idea? Maybe we could climb out? You wanted to go exploring. Don't be such a scaredy cat. Hey, quit squabbling, you two. We need to find a way out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, what is this music? Are you serious? Holy shit, this is nice. Nice. Wow. Thank you for hitting it. What were those monsters doing here? We're in way over our heads. Let's get out as fast as possible. Yep, so yeah, as you can see, we can change everything as the same as before. Okay. As usual, we will just set the boost menu to 100. Encounters on, experience maxed out, and guild. I guess the job system doesn't work the same in this version, because it would be nice to have that. So I'm assuming this game is very simplistic with how it handles the job system. And as you can see, they went back to the MP system used in the original Final Fantasy 1. To my knowledge, a normal MP system has never been used in Final Fantasy 3. How do you sprint? There you go. Potion. Huh? What is it? There's something strange about that rock. Now that you mention it. Yeah, they're showing you that if you interact with certain things on the world map, it'll open stuff. So what really affects your stats in this game is as you battle with a class, you level up basically. Like the class itself will gain a job level, which will make you more proficient in the class. And this is like kind of an evolution of Final Fantasy 1. You know, when you add to it's not just enough to pick a class anymore, you know? Now you actually have to level up said class. Now, it's funny because in the DS version, Onion Knight is actually like an in-game class where you have to do like a couple special things, and I think you have to beat the Iron Giant to unlock it. And it's actually considered to be a really good class. But, so in the base game, you don't really have like a class to level up. You start off on just like default. I don't even know what it's called. It's not a special class. That comes later. Look, it's spring, but why is it such an odd color? Let's take a sip. Not too sure about this. We got some goblins already taking a drink. Dude, this theme feels like a 14 rendition of this. There you go. Party drinks from the wellspring, and you get healed. KO, oh, and KO allies arrived. Okay, sweet. Let's quick save. I wonder if all the classes are in this. They might be named differently, of course. I'm sure Devout is not named Devout. It's probably White Wizard in this. There you go. The Wind Crystal. What's going on? A malicious force attacks the party. Yeah, the land turtle. I thought it was always weird. It's a malicious force. It's a turtle. It hurts a little bit, but this fight is actually meant to be soloable in the original game, or in the original game, that's weird. In the DS version. I demand a Final Fantasy X playthrough when the Pixel playthroughs are done. I already beat Final Fantasy X. Let me turn this down, actually. I love this music, by the way. But I already played Final Fantasy X. That's already on the channel. I need to finish 12, but I already played and beat 10. I did that back in 2014. The crystal shines brightly. You four have been chosen. That crystal is talking. I will give unto you the last of my light, and with it the last hope of a fading world. As things stand, light will soon disappear and the balance of the world will be destroyed. Accept the light into your hearts and the crystal will grant you unimaginable strength. You have chosen to be the bearers of our final chance at hope. You cannot allow light to fade from the world. The party is enveloped in a bright light. Within the light, the will of the crystal surged through them. They decided to accept their destiny. And so began a journey to dispel the darkness and return light to the world. The young heroes received the crystal's power. Yeah, so in this game, Onion Knight's a starter class. We could change it. And with it, the world's last light of hope. Warrior, Monk, White Mage, Black Mage, and Red Mage now available. Step into the magic sigil to be transported to the surface. Embrace your destiny, Warriors of Light. So yeah, we could change people's jobs just by doing this, as you can see. So here's Warrior. We can make Robin a Warrior. I think that would be kind of cool. What should we make Aeneas? I think Aeneas... Probably not White Mage, right? Aeneas sounds like a monk name. No, you know what? Let's make Aeneas a Black Mage. Whoops. Edan. Edan we can make a White Mage. We have to go buy loot, or buy gear, because we definitely do not have enough. And then Claire, we can make a monk, because monks are always good in Final Fantasy games. That's the one thing you can't do, is you can't, like, definitively pick a gender. Like, they do kind of look masculine in this game, no matter what you do. But, like, it's kind of ambiguous a little bit. Oh, I love this theme. This is such a good rendition of this theme. This is cool because it feels like a lot of the DNA of the DS game is really in this, which is, I guess, ironic because it should be the reverse, and it is. It's just, you know, because I never played the DS version. I think this is the first Final Fantasy where we do not start in the overworld as well. No monsters? Yeah, there you go. It's kind of interesting to go from such a relaxing theme to this. Okay, let's see if we can level up one more time. Yeah, I remember playing this a lot when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade. It's pretty nice. Yeah, see, he can punch. Or wait, do we say Claire was a she? I forget. I already forget who's who, again, because it's not very obvious. Now, in the DS version, you have three male characters and 1 female. There are differences between them, like certain plot lines. One of them will pipe up and say something. The other one, you know, they all have different personalities. For the most part, their jobs and everything doesn't matter that much. Like, it's only rare. It's obviously in later games, like, for example, Bravely Default, where they become much, like, the characterization of these characters becomes way more important. Why, if it isn't you 4 rascals, where are you running off to? What's that, saving the world? Aren't you getting a bit old for make-believe? The Wellspring Orb from the Sanctuary can restore the health of those who have received the Light of the Crystal, even for the brink of death. If you want to use an item, just select it from the list when it appears. Why not try using a potion on me to find out? You could do this. I cured my aching back. Thank you, youngsters. Here, take this with my regards. The Echo Herbs. I'll just wait you inside. It seems Don sensed what befell you all. He always did have a strong connection with the spirit world. King Sassoon... is it Sassoon or Sasune? King Sasune's castle lies to the west. He rules the region surrounded by the Parmeni Mountains, including this village. Oh, not the shield place. Let's see what magic we can buy. Poisoner. That's it. You don't even learn Cure. Are you serious? What is Edan supposed to do? Yeah, so you go back to the tiered magic system from Final Fantasy 1. You can have 3 spells on each level that you can remove. Huh, you don't have to completely delete it. But yeah, as you see, you also don't upgrade your spells or anything like that in this game. How bad did it go? I forgot to update Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's how bad it went. So it's only at 31%. I just said it's better to just play something and not sit here for 50 minutes waiting for it to update. That's just my fault. I should have known better. I should have done better. It happens. I'd rather you make the best of a situation than, you know, not. So we can give him the long sword. We give her the staff. Wait, who's who? Oh, fuck. I don't even remember. There you go. What does he have again? Dagger? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no dominant hand in this game. What you have is what you have. Again, very simplistic equipment system. We're not breaking any records for changing things up, so... Leather armor, leather cap, bronze bracers, and what? 4 leather caps? Or leather armors? Okay, sure. I guess the vest is just a very basic, like, chest piece. We could just change it. There you go. And if you're wondering, no, this does not mean I will never play Final Fantasy III for the channel. I will definitely play the version I'm more familiar with at some point. Yes, the spirits have told me exactly what befell you. Now go speak with Elder Tapapa. I believe he has some words of wisdom for you. It's Tapapa, the elder who raised the 4 orphans. Tapapa, I know, to think you 4 be chosen by the light. Robin, Aeneas, Edan, and Claire. You must understand that such a meeting was no mere chance. The crystal willed you to it, such is its power. Your souls have been touched by the light. You cannot let the strength you've been granted go to waste. You must depart at once and seal away the powers of darkness. And yeah, that's it. There's no special fanfare. It's Homak, one of the town elders. In order to understand the power you've been granted by the crystal, you need to be true to your heart. It's Nina, a motherly figure to the 4 orphans. Take care on your journey. You know how I worry so. Okay. So as usual, there's going to be missables. There's going to be lots of other things. That's usually how these Final Fantasy games go. So for example, I know there's an area coming up where that'll be the case. Things like that. What is this? Healing? Yes. If you want to, you would probably have to do some grinding to start off the game. Oh wait, there's an item shop. Hold on. We're not going to do that. The first thing that we're going to do is head south. ZZZ. ZZZ. Don't tell me, I bet I can get your specialities. Hang on. Warrior, Black Mage, White Mage, and Monk. How did I do? Yeah, you just read your class. Okay. Really revolutionizing it there, buddy. I'm a dancer, can't you tell? You want to see me dance? You can actually see this again in Final Fantasy III, which is kind of cool. Okay, anyway. Let me take a drink. Oh, okay. You can't talk with them? Play the piano? Yes. This is really what playing a piano is like, actually. How do you like my routine? Boo. Yeah, this is an NES game ported. Oh, you can't talk with him. What the hell? Oh, you can play the piano. Give us a tune. Big old boulder blocking the valley so I can't get back to Canaan. Nothing left but to drink away my worries. In the DS version, there's a little bit more, like, fanfare to it, you know? They don't just simply toss you into the overworld and say, yep, you're the Warriors of Light, go figure it out now. Here, obviously, there's a little bit more, again, this is an old game. This is probably 1989 or something. Tenacious bunch to find me in here. Tell you what, I'll give you my secret potion stash. Check the well. Okay, very nice. Items. What? There's more chests in Altar Cave? Oh, this is gonna be insanity, dude. Huh. Well, I did not know this. I'm picking flowers. Am I supposed to collect every single item? Like, where exactly would most of this even be? Say candle first to right, so I can switch for a hidden door. There you go, found antidote. As you can see, now they're starting to, you know, do more stuff. There you go, longsword, leather armor, dagger, cure, and leather armor. So if we did not explore this all the way thoroughly, we would not have found cure, which is obviously going to be a big help. We need Edan to cast his magic. So there you go. One of the most basic spells you could learn to begin with. It's very important. So now in the DS version, there are still invisible passageways in the darkness like this. You just don't fade out like that. You could tell like they were finally starting to get a handle on how to like really improve this game. What? I'm being attacked in town? Okay, sure. I guess maybe there's encounter tiles over here. I guess so. And yes, we have back attacks now. I'm assuming that was new to Final Fantasy at this point. So the way it works is that whenever you enter combat, there's a chance for any battle to become a back attack, basically. And as the name suggests, a back attack is where they, you know, ambush you from behind. So your rows are completely flipped. Which, speaking of which, I should move you into the back. Okay. Save. We go south down here. I mean, at this point, we don't even have black magic, so honestly, having Aeneas be a black mage is kind of almost a waste. Very nice. Raid done. 3 attempts with random groups. Well, maybe the people doing it understand what they need to do, because when I don't know, I've done enough random raids in that game to think twice. Eek. This sound almost isn't changed, which is hilarious. Sorry, I thought you might be ghosts. While traveling from the west, I came upon this accursed town. I'd stay over for the end if I were you. It's full of ghosts. The Jin's curse turned all the villagers into this. Turned all of us into this. We're all ghosts. Okay. That's just revival water. It's not healing. You and Ash want to do it, I'm ready to help out. We already did it, actually, last week. I'd be happy to do it again this Saturday if you want. So I could get it on my actual Mew. But I have to change everything. Oh, shit, they have a side view? Look at that. Yo, that's kind of crazy, actually. Just make sure your Mews are tuned for attack. Yeah, we could maybe try it. Only a mithril ring made here in Kazas can contain the Jin's power. This is why the Jin cursed this town. Sid's the name. I'm from Canaan, but a boulder in Nell Valley is blocking my way home. Now I'm stuck here. Figured I'd spend the night at an inn, and then this happens. What's my wife gonna say? Say, want to take my airship for a spin? It's parked under the desert to the west of town. In return, do you think you could do something about this here predicament? Alright, and we find where Sid's airship is. Okay. With an airship, you can fly right over lakes. Means you could reach the cavern where the Jin was sealed away. You'll have to defeat him and lift this curse. I want to have my beautiful complexion back. The Jin had been trapped in the sealed cavern since the Great Earthquake, but now he's awakened. The townsfolk made a ring for Princess Sarah of Castle Sasune at once. Is it Sasune or Sassoon? I have no idea. It's never been pronounced in English. Only we could borrow it. What the hell? Ow, ow, ow. Oh, for the candle. There you go. It's cool because this is all like, oh shit, look, it's the portrait of Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, this dude, it's the warrior. Yeah, this is all artwork from Final Fantasy 1. That's pretty funny, actually. Look at that. You can't comment on it, but that's actually cool. It's them on the castle, the hill overlooking the castle. It's actually pretty funny. That's like a nice little, I don't know, Easter egg. Probably put in, you know, probably added in, but whatever. Okay. Doesn't really seem like there's a lot going on here. What's in here? The Mithril Mines? Is this even a dungeon? I guess so. Okay. And this is why you need to put your healers in the back row, as you can see. See, now, this is the Final Fantasy game to definitely, like, use the boost mode on, because this is one of the more grindy Final Fantasies, even among, like, 12 and other games. Like, this is definitely the way to do it. Japanese game, they're Japanese pronounced for we are non-cultured swines until proven wrong. I mean, like, yeah, I just have to wing it. Oh, yeah, that's not very powerful, but whatever. Wait. Yeah, no, we don't have MP. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I kind of prefer the modern MP system. I think that Final Fantasy II definitely had the right idea. It's actually probably interesting to see why they changed it. If it was like that in the original 2 and they didn't just change it for the, you know, the port. Makes you wonder why they went back and undid that. Okay. Try to get a couple levels. Wonder if they have any, like, mods for the Steam version of this that will make it go a little faster. Because when I say there's a lot of grinding in this game, like, I really mean it. Like, you could be at work at this game for a long time, like, leveling up jobs and stuff. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it very much is like a grindy style game. Alright. Well, later on we come back here, I guess. Probably once we leave this valley, we'll get more in line with how the DS version of the game is, because here is actually where we meet the third-party member. You meet them very early on. Like, that's the whole point. And you kind of catch them up to speed. You're like, oh yeah, we've all been blessed. You just don't know it because you weren't with us. Very nice. Alright, let's leave. There's nothing to do here. Let's, I guess, heal up for free. That is not heal. I forget. This water doesn't heal. This time, let's sleep under the other thing. Okay. I think there's only a couple missable areas in this game as well. Oh, get out the way. I like how they all had Invis cast in them. I guess it means they can't really see what the hell they're doing. So that's obviously a huge problem. Alright, save. It's airship. So, as you can see, Cid's airship can't fly over boulders and mountains, even though we're way higher than the boulder, but whatever. It's meant to be a very early start to the game, you know? It's not meant to be anything too crazy. Jin's cursed from everyone in the castle and a ghost. I was only spared because I was out on a mission at the time. If we had a mithril ring, we'd be able to seal away the Jin again. Cassis is the only place where they could craft such a ring, but with the curse, how can we hope to find a mithril ring now? Just cursed it to me, to all of us. Oh, what shall I do? Hilarious. Gotta figure out how to get over to that other side. Wonder if there's an invisible wall we walk through. Can you fall down? What the fuck? Okay, anyway. I'm King Sassoon, but as you can see, the Jin's curse has reduced me to this ghostly form. Only by defeating the Jin can this foul curse be lifted. Where is the Jin? He dwells in the sealed cavern north of the castle, but without a mithril ring, you'll be powerless to seal him away. We heard that Her Highness... Yeah, as you can see, you speak as one, basically. That's the unfortunate thing about this. So it doesn't really matter what names I gave to my characters anyway, because ultimately they're just going to speak together as one. We heard that Her Highness Princess Sarah has one. Oh, how could I have forgotten? The people of Kazis once presented Sarah with a mithril ring, but I fear Sarah is nowhere to be found. Could she have been abducted by the Jin? Oh, my poor, poor Sarah. We can check out the sealed cavern. Oh, such stalwart warriors. When you reach the sealed cavern, you should know there is a secret door. The skeleton is the key. Please, you must defeat the Jin and free my people from this wicked curse. Okay, very straightforward. Can we not, like... How does this work? Right, you go down. Yeah, how the fuck? The White Slayer is in the Western Tower. It's a holy sword, Bane of the Undead. Only a red mage can wield it. Undead hordes roam the tunnels of the sealed cavern, but if you cast Cure on them, it may do some serious damage. So as you can see, they're not just letting warriors just get away with having all the cool abilities and powers anymore. Now there's a reason to have all these different classes, you know? If I could figure out how to get there. Yeah, oh my god. Yep. There we go. At least when you're in one of these behind-the-scenes areas, it shows you where you can and can't go. Very nice. Blizzard. Leather shield. Looks like a sitting room or something. Oh! I'm scared. Now this just looks terrifying, bro. Tonfa. Never mind. Thousand gil. Wellspring, which doesn't really help us. That's it? Okay. Sure. I don't know what the Wellspring room is used for, but alright. Holy Arrow. High Potion. Oh, good. Alright, again, nothing too dangerous. Nothing too, like, impossible. It's crazy how ridiculous the enemies look right to start with. Like, we just started the game and they're already looking like this. You would think that we would fight with wolves or something for, like, a couple hours or something. A griffin. I wonder if this thing is going to kick my ass. Let's see. Never mind, he didn't even get to move. White Slayer. I mean, I guess we could change Aeneas off of Black Mage then. Let's make him a Red Mage. Oh yeah, there's no fancy animation that plays or anything. Okay. Okay. See, a lot of this is cool because I'm just remembering the music. It's just it's vibing, dude. Pretty lit. Eye drops, antidote. Someone's bedroom, Phoenix down, a bow, and wooden arrow. Okay. Again, this is like the start of Final Fantasy where you definitely have to explore to get free items. Money is pretty strict in this game, all things considered. Alright, let's get out of here. So, Sealed Cave is up here. As you can imagine, there's not very many places to go yet. Now, later on, we will be able to wander into high-level areas, but for right now, we kind of can't. It's pretty straightforward. Cursed Copper, and it's an ambush. Oh, great. Fantastic. This is the first battle in here, by the way. Fantastic. You have to heal yourself already. Very nice. I'm gonna have to sit here and grind for a bit, just so we could actually level up. Remember, this is on 4 times, so we're gaining experience 4 times faster than we normally would. Yeah, I think we'll have to sit here and grind a little bit, because if we're almost dying on the first encounter, you know, we're getting pretty messed up. I mean, like, we're gonna get to a point where we need Edan to not die. And I wouldn't be surprised if I was pronouncing his name wrong. It's probably Eden. But with a name like Edan, why wouldn't I say it that way? I don't know. This is why the homogenized MP system is just better. Because, like, I'm just never going to use certain tiers of levels. They're just not good. There are certain tiers of magic spells. Like, unfortunately, a lot of them are just not very helpful. Yeah, again, the boost menu just makes this actually, like, a watchable ordeal, I would say. It just takes so long to get these games, you know, to get to the main meat, I guess, I would say. That's one thing I like about more modern Final Fantasies, and I know... Oh my god. Bro, it's the first dungeon. We already have Confuse as a status. Thank you. Hey, Ash. The usual. Just another day in paradise, my friend. Damn. I mean, like, you don't really gain experience from using this. Like, that's the thing about casting magic in this. It doesn't make you any better at casting or anything like that. Like, casting magic in this game does not improve your job level. It doesn't make you stronger at it. It just lets you heal. That's one thing I do like about, you know, like, the other games, is that when you cast it in 2, you gain, like, more experience. It makes it stronger. Yeah, oh well. Is a character named after me? No. Sorry. These are random names. I don't know which one would be named after you, but, I'm glad you were pumped for it. Dude, this shit is gonna be impossible. Dude, there's 5 items just on the floor. I hate this random item system. Alright, this might be the one. I don't know if I'm gonna find a bunch of random stuff, I'll be honest with you. This one could be annoying, to say the least. Let's go back, let's heal. And yeah, this is really what got me into RPGs back in the day. In 2005, I was blown away by this on the DS. You know? That's just because grindy games don't really faze me if the game is, like, really, like, easy to get into. I feel like it's just, you know, if you got a good story and good stuff, it's just easier to get into it. And this game is very much an old school grind. Alright, anyway. It's not even that we need weapons, we just need levels, which is usually the opposite, in my luck. Alright. Yeah, it's a shame that the DS version does not have a homogenized, like, MP pool. I don't think you could mod that out. That would probably need to be something, like, functionally changed about the basics of the game. But I think it would be cool if, like, this game had a traditional MP system. Would just make the game a little more fun, in my opinion. Because what we'll find is that certain tiers of magic, there's just no useful spells. So pretty much the most useful spells that you're going to get are going to be, like, tier 1... I think Cura is tier 3 or tier 4, and then Curaga is like tier 5, and then I think Curaja is tier 7. And then everything else in between that you just won't really use. And when I beat the game, I was using a Devout. That's specifically why I was mentioning Devout earlier. Oh, let's learn Blizzard, I guess. There you go. That's why I was mentioning Devout, because when I beat the game, I was using Dragoon, Ninja, Devout, and Black Belt. And it's funny because Dragoon is not a final tier class. I just was using it because Jump was just too good to pass up. They make you wear a really weird outfit in this for Dragoon, which I think is really funny. But yeah, tomorrow we'll play Valhalla. Oh, fuck. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to swap roles. I'm sorry, swap rows. Okay, there you go. So weird looking at it backwards. There you go. Alright, it does not repeat the row command if you use auto battle. That's actually good to know. It just defaults to attack, which makes sense. Because otherwise you would just be stepping back and forth, back and forth. Now, it's funny because in later Final Fantasy games, the row command doesn't mean as much. Like, in Final Fantasy IV, you're forced to use it like a setup. It's either 2-3 or 3-2. In Final Fantasy VI, I only ever really used the row command in, like, one fight that I could think of. Or rather, one portion of the game that I could think of off the top of my head. And that happens very early on when you're on the river. In fact, you almost kind of have to use it unless you want to do a lot of grinding. Because otherwise Banon will take too much damage and then you fail. Like, you cannot have Banon get KO'd at all, which is kind of ridiculous. You'll see. Final Fantasy 3 is much more, or I say Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 6 is much more of a scripted style game. It's much more similar to what we would see in later Final Fantasies, where you have, like, certain scenario segments, I guess is the way I would put it. These early games are very much, here is dungeon, go to dungeon, fight dungeon, leave dungeon. And then, you know, that progresses the plot. Whereas in Final Fantasy IV, you'll start to see that dungeons are actually locations that you have to go through in order to get to the other side, so you can continue progressing around the world map. Nice. See, they're trying to evolve the formula. You can kind of see things moving forward slowly but surely in this game, bit by bit, which is kind of cool. So, like, there are a lot of things that are not here, like the homogenized MP system and characters running across the screen after we win. Things like that are just absent in this version, which is a little unfortunate. Nice. Oh, good. Very nice. You still asleep? No. I mean, that just wouldn't make any sense. Oh, here we go. We already beat 100 fights. Is it 100 fights or 100 enemies? I actually have no idea. It doesn't even matter. It's impossible to beat these games without getting those achievements, probably, unless you turn off everything. But I don't know how you would beat bosses. Like, in order for you to find and fight every enemy in the game, it's also impossible to not fight 100 battles, pretty much. Alright, very nice. Oh, and the other thing that I forgot to mention is that sometimes in this game, characters will join you. So you'll actually have, like, a temporary 5th party member who will come out and, like, cast magic and stuff. It's actually really cool. Again, experimenting, you know? Something different. Something different every game. So, like, there you go. Reach level 10 probably on a single job. I actually did try to get all the achievements in 2. Apparently, I missed one area, which was called the Rebel Camp. There's a camp that gets set up halfway through the game that you can go visit. It's literally not even in a vital area at all. It's the definition of a missable. There's nothing to see or to get from there at all. And I missed it, obviously, so that's very nice. Of course. Isn't that... Ain't that some shit, man? But yeah, I don't think Raiden's still here. If not, I'll add them on the Discord. I do know that they want to see Donkey Kong. Final Fantasy X I already played. I'm not replaying Final Fantasy X. At most, maybe I'll play Final Fantasy X-2. And if I do that, I'm going to replay it. I mean, I will replay, but I'll play for the first time on the channel, Dawn of the New World, Tales of Symphonia. But I gotta figure out my PS3 situation by then, because my PS3... I can't be playing my PS3 and it overheats after an hour and a half. That makes no sense. Now, again, I don't know if that's purely a Red Dead thing. I guess I could, you know, dummy test some other games. I just think that my PS3 is just overheating. Like, internally, it's probably, like, really hot. Even though externally it feels just as warm as any other console would after an hour or so of gameplay. And there's not really much I could do. I barely even use my PS3, as you guys know. So it's just an old console at this point. I mean, I used it for a fair bit, right? Like, it's not like I used it for nothing. But there's not really much I could do about that, you know what I mean? So I just, whatever games I just have to uninstall certain games, you know? And what, you know, for example, like Red Dead, I know you have to install games on the PS3. Like, maybe I'll keep Red Dead installed, and, like, certain other ones I just will have to uninstall. It's not really much I could do about that. But, like, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, like, I don't know. Again, that's the problem. These consoles are just old. You know, there's not really much you can do about it. Oh, not load. Good lord. Echo screen is silence. How much money do we have? 14,000. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many, like, items we'll need. Again, monks are just good. I just feel like at this early part of the game, we could have just made Robin a monk. Gotten the same effect out of it. But yeah, you want to know what I really like? I really like in future games where, like, you can have a defined character and you can pick their class. I think Bravely Default does that really well. Like, the remake of this game kind of does that, but, like, the characters don't really matter too much. There's, like, a couple skits here and there that you can watch, but, you know, conversations like Tails style, you know, like, Tails will have skits. Final Fantasy 3 has some skits like that give a little bit more, like, interesting, like, dialogue between the party members. But for the most part, that's, like, their only dialogue outside of a couple story elements every so often. So, like, occasionally, like I said, someone will join you. Someone in the party will have, like, a real plot arc with them or something, you know? So, like, Refia will talk with Desch. I never knew how to say his name. And because he's, like, talking about his, like, fiance and stuff, and she's very much into, like, oh, you know, you should treat her well, things like that, etc., etc. So she'll talk a lot with that. Doga will talk a lot with Lunith. I think Une will talk a lot with Ark. Not really sure if Ingus talks with a lot of people, because Ingus kind of isn't much for talking to begin with. He's that kind of character. I can't remember, though. That's why it would be good to replay it. I mean, I haven't really done a playthrough on it in many, many years, so it would be good to maybe replay Final Fantasy III, like the modern version. The modern PSP, Steam, based on the DS version. What? Okay. Oh, that's something in my eye. Unbelievable. Okay. I think we'll just turn off encounters, which we will not be able to do in the DS version, and we'll just go straight to the boss fight now. That is one thing I will give this version, is if you just want to clear these games and get the general gist of the story. I mean, 2 is basically unchanged. This game just adds more stuff in the remake. Another cure. Alright, remember that they said the skeleton is the key. Here we go. I am Sarah, Princess of Sassoon. Your Highness, what are you doing here? I'm here to save my subjects, but I fear I cannot find a clear path through the monsters. Thankfully, my mithril ring spared me from the Jinn's curse. Nevertheless, these caves are dangerous, Your Highness. You should return to the castle. I will not. I'll forge ahead alone if I have to. Your Highness, won't you reconsider? Please take me with you. You cannot seal away the Jinn without my mithril ring. And I suppose we must. And yeah, so she joins as the 5th party member. I don't know if they'll actually, like, fight with you in this version. You wish to talk to me, press the L2 button. Oh, shit. Was this in the original? I'm Sarah, and you are? I'm Robin. A pleasure. Must use this ring to seal away the Jinn's power and save my people. Please escort me through this cavern. The Jinn can control fire. Perhaps attacking with ice would help douse his flames. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I wonder if she steps in during combat to just, like, throw out a spell or something. I mean, I guess we should try it, then. Oh, there he is, by the way. Oh, you could lose them. I wonder if you could get them stuck on something. Let's see, is she gonna come in? Well, that, again, we're not gonna see it if we kill everything on one turn. I don't know, in the DS version, they'll occasionally pop in. It's like if you've ever played Persona 4, how sometimes, like, party members that are not in battle will occasionally do something if you have a high enough friendship level with them. Same exact thing in this game. Sometimes characters will pop in and fight, even if, you know, you're... Oh, here we go. It's the Jinn. Stand back, I'll use my ring to banish the Jinn. Nothing happened. You think that silly trinket will stop me now? I've joined forces with the darkness, and together we're unstoppable. It attacked. Here we go. Oh, this is such a bumpin' version, man. Oh, we get 19 usages? Damn. Okay. Ow. Yeah, what's cool in the DS version is that you input commands and then it changes the camera angle to show you the action. Sure. Okay. I mean, this is pretty much how the base version goes. It's a little bit easier, obviously, in this one. But, you know, this is why you want to have a red mage. Black mages, in my opinion, just aren't worth it. Because all they do is cast spells, unfortunately. Yeah. See, the thing that they need to kind of figure out was, you know, having black mages regenerate MP. Like, 14 does it, but that's an MMO. I feel like in most of these single-player games, there's not really much of a point. So I raise the ring up high. There you go. Trapped him. Jinn dispersed like mist. The ring's power sealed him deep within the cavern once again. Thank you so much. I will have never been able to seal away the Jinn without your help. All that remains is to cast this ring into the well... Oh, that's right. Okay. Cast the ring into the wellspring at Castle Sassoon, and the Jinn's curse will be lifted. For now, I'll use the ring's power to warp us back to the castle. As you can see, you know, they make sure that you're not, like, You don't have to run out every dungeon. Princess Sarah threw the ring into the wellspring. Damn, that's pretty high quality, dude. Jin's curse should be broken. We wouldn't be here without you all. Thank you. I suppose we must part ways. I have a duty to my father and my people, after all. Would that I could travel with you, but I'd only be in your way. Sarah. Come back when you finish your journey. I'll be waiting for you as long as it takes. We swear to return. And there you go. We have the beginning of people leaving the part. Well, it happened in 2, but, you know, it's... We have our core members, you know? It's a little bit different when it's not someone who's a core member. Thank you, brave warriors. You have sealed away the Jinn and saved my precious Sarah. I owe you a debt of gratitude. Take this. I trust it will aid you in your quest. A canoe. Oh my god. What a bunch of clowns. Okay. May rest here as long as you wish. Sarah would appreciate spending more time with you. Well, unfortunately for her, we've got worlds to save. So I'm just leaving. Thank you, warriors. You truly are heroes. Princess missed you. Her room is at the top of the tower to the right. Don't worry, there's no seduction in this game. But yeah, now we have to go back using the canoe to go get the thing. Actually, are there any encounters here? Yep. So I believe some of these encounters are going to be missable. Maybe not these specifically right now, but later on in the game, you get the ability to traverse water using an airship, and then you lose that airship. I've talked about this before as like one of the big missables in Final Fantasy III, is that you lose access to the airship. Oh, they're actually kind of tough. You play the game, you get this airship that sails along the ocean, and then you lose access to it, which could be very troublesome if you did not encounter all the missable enemies. Yeah, if it's just a Hagen, then we'll leave. Okay. We're about to go rest up anyway. Might as well just use fast forward. Alright, let's give another encounter, I guess. There you go. And it's an ambush, of course. You missed? Bro, why do these look like fish from SpongeBob? This game is so weird. Some of these enemies are just silly. Okay. Wonder if the MP usage goes up to 99. See, that would be an interesting way to balance it out. Would just be like, eh, whatever. You just get 99 usages of Cure. Who cares? Who cares? It's a 35-year-old game or something. This game is ancient. Oh. There you go. It's Sid. Well done. I knew you could pull it off. Bet you're glad you had my airship, huh? I'm just happy it was used for a good cause. Mind if I ask another favor? Can you give me back to the missus in Canaan? Please, she's been waiting a mighty long time. So yeah, Sid will join your party. Go heal up. I think we can actually go in the Mithril Mines now. What can I do for you? There you go. Should be more than enough. Shouldn't have to ever think about these again. Okay. Thank you. There's a hidden passage in the mine that will take you to the deepest tunnels. To find it, go as far as you can. Take 3 steps from the left-hand side. Look closely at the wall. Yeah, there's a big button. Can't miss it. There you go. You can still rest free of charge. I love this pixel artwork. Feels almost like a Minecraft Easter egg, you know, if you remember putting paintings in Minecraft. It's a shame that Mojang has like completely changed their TOS, or you know, under like Microsoft's orders. It's kind of insane, actually. Like, people are going to lose access to skins they paid for and stuff. It's actually really unfortunate that, you know, once again, big corporations. Shocker, I know. Who could have seen this one coming? Almost like everything they touch turns to shit. But they know they have a captive audience, so they can kind of just do whatever. Mithril sword, mithril sword. Oh boy. The White Slayer. Oh, that's the only sword you could use. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we do not have a ton of gear to grab, so... But yeah, I like using black belts. I think that black belts are actually really cool. I like that there's, like, evolutions to certain classes. There's, like, just better versions of them. So what you'll see is that there's, like, Evoker, and then there's Summoner as well. And Summoner can use higher-level magic, whereas Evoker can't. Again, a lot of these classes are just not good. Like, if I were to rank them or rate them or anything, then... Oh, you could save on the airship. Okay, anyway, there we go. Wait, what do we do to this? Are you serious? Oh, well, we haven't seen these. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we need to figure out what to do with it, because we can't... I thought you rammed it or something, like you flew over it. Is there a button to fly over? Maybe we have to, like, outfit it with something. I'm pretty sure you destroy this boulder. Kaz has made its fortune off its mine. Artisans from town made weapons and armor out of the mithril here. Taka's the finest blacksmith around. He lives by himself in this very house. There we go. I'm thinking about that boulder that's blocking the way to Canaan. I reckon if my airship had a mithril prow, we could bust through. Say no more, I'll get one ready for you in a jiffy. And that's how you do it. It really is that straightforward. Sometimes you just have to talk to some random character. Well done. You need to thank me. You saved the town after all. This is to show our appreciation. Now take care out there. So you'll see the mithril prow is going to come in handy for the rest of the game, basically. Let's give that bothersome boulder a good old-fashioned whooping. There's definitely got to be a way to get over there. I just don't know. Alright, let's check the stores before we leave, actually. This is a good point. Let's buy fire. Not that I expect to use sleep. I mean, once you buy, what, 4 of them, it doesn't really matter, right? Because you can unlearn and learn spells. Yeah, okay. Sad we can't buy cure yet. But, you know, we only have 1 or 2 people who can even use it. So, here we got mithril rod. Should I buy 2? That's worse, okay. There you go. And there you go. As you can see, this is now your first row of magic, pretty much. That's how this game works. It's the same as Final Fantasy 1. You can just equip and unequip stuff as needed, though. I don't use shields. There we go. There we go. No, not Tonfa. There you go. It's my favorite part of every Final Fantasy game. They keep trying to give the monk a weapon because they see empty as nothing. I guess it's more of an Easter egg anyway. Or like a, you know, if you know how the class works, you can do more damage. But yeah, anyway, here we go. Why we can't just fly up and over it, your guess is as good as mine. But by the way, that destroys our airship. Yeah, I was shitposting. There you go. We can leave the valley now. Crushing force. Canaan. Thanks for all your help. If there's anything I could do for you, let me know. Come to think of it, if I could put together another airship, I bet you could put it through its paces. Only a few design improvements, and no one knows more about this stuff than King Argus. You should go see him. Anyway, thanks again. Come back to visit anytime. Yeah, so a lot of the conversations, I'm assuming that on the Steam version, there's like, you know, trophies and stuff for having full-on discussions with your party members. A lot of these conversations are missable. Like, if a character leaves your party, that's it. Oh, fuck. What is it? What is this? Okay, it's nothing. Anyway, I hear that long ago a traveling mage hid some medicinal herbs in town. As for the wheres and wherefores, who knows? Never been myself, but they say there's a gnome village in the forest down south. Great bow. Yeah, bows in these early Final Fantasy games aren't really that great, in my opinion. I'm a dancer, can't you tell? Sure. Ooh. I don't know if I'd want you to... Oh, there you go. So, however long it's been, like an hour and a half or something, is how long it would have taken to install that. It would have already been 10 o'clock, so... Anyway. We'll play it tomorrow. It's no biggie. Shit happens. There you go. Just buy some cures. Let's buy some thunders. Poisons and blinds. I think thunder is a level 2 spell. No white magic. Yeah, I guess there's no no white magic. I guess each town alternates. Okay. Traveling Desch wandered into town recently, but he didn't stick around. I'm not sure where he was headed. If you use the mini spell, you could turn into a gnome-sized version of yourself. I sold my last one to a young man named Desch. Desch. It's a very weird word to say, but that's kind of how it's spelled. Again, never voiced, no idea. Well, you stop by. You see, my wife fell ill while I was away. Come on, honey, you'll pull through. If only I had an elixir. Cough, cough. Nothing happens. Okay. So as you can see, this is what we'll need. We need to find an elixir. Anything else in here? There's a scoundrel just turns my Selena's head, then he ups and leaves town. Say he had something to find in a hurry. My Selena was always such a sweet girl. Now the poor thing cries herself to sleep at night. Oh, Desch, I'm so lonely here without you. You traveled south to Dragon's Peak where the dragons roost. I miss you so. So that's basically telling you what we need to figure out, right? Huh. Here we go. Look at this. There's a little dip in the wall where you could walk. I actually like that. It's a good tell. I feel like that's a pretty fair tell. It's like, oh, you can... You know, there's a little dip in the wall where you can exit and walk around. Okay, let's buy some echo herbs. Let's buy some gold needles, obviously. There you go, done. Okay. Shouldn't need any more for the whole playthrough. And when we start making tons of money, it won't matter how many we buy. Okay, can we get in the water? Up. There we go. What? The waterfall hurts you. Okay, that's interesting. There's the elixir. Why does the waterfall hurt you? Doesn't make any sense. It's water. They act like it's a poison tile. Anyway, I don't know. Climbing a waterfall's dangerous, guys. I mean, yes. But I don't know why it hurts you. I don't know. We do a lot of dangerous stuff. Here we go. She jumps out of the bed. Heavens above, I'm cured. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I was like, I owe you one again. Does that mean I owe you two? I know. Give this candle behind me a jiggle. It'll open the way to the hangar where I used to park the old airship. Help yourself to anything you find down there. Why does he have a fucking statue of Baphomet? in his living room. Gold needle. Phoenix down. Blind. Great bow. Gnomish bread. Full on potions. Very nice. Gold needle. Potion. High potion. And a phoenix down. It's just a couple items. Okay. Not bad. And there you go. We've actually found everything in Canaan. Where's Altar Cave? Yeah, apparently there's 7 chests I didn't find in Altar Cave. And I don't think you ever go back there, like, as part of the story. So, you know. I guess we'll just randomly hit it up, or maybe we won't. This game's world is definitely bigger than the other Final Fantasy games. So, if you're wondering, like, this adventure has a lot more in scope. Whereas Final Fantasy 2 was kind of, like, very straightforward from area to area. This game is a lot longer in that regard. No, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is actually the only place we can go. So, what the fuck? Are they high? These are some very interesting enemy designs, I'll say that. Well, good thing we have golden needles as well, because if they're gonna petrify us, I mean, you know, obviously. We'll need some of those. A mandrake. Alright, I think we're pretty reasonably leveled for right now, as you can tell. Like, some of these enemies are just not... They have no killing potential on us whatsoever. Hell, even my white mage is brawlic, so... Very nice. Makes me wonder what made them remake Final Fantasy 3 in the first place. Maybe someone at Square Enix was like, hey, we just never ported this, and it would be a good way to increase our relationship with Nintendo. Possibly. Alright, let's just go in here. Oh, shit. Dragon's Peak. I think a lot of monsters up here actually do cast Petrify. Or they have attacks that can stone you. Oh, get used to this theme, by the way. It's the theme on the Invincible. I wonder if you'll be able to use the Invincible as like a portable, what is it? A portable, shop and everything. See, the thing is, you get it so late, and then, like, all the items you would want to buy aren't even in it. So, like, that's why I never really used it too much. There's, like, nothing to sell, and you just don't get anything good from it. Very nice. Arrow. So, Arrow is actually white magic in this. Which, you know, that happens from time to time in Final Fantasy. Arrow is considered white magic. Field research, basic. Could you move it? There you go. Again, no water, no stone. You are able to use summons for those elements, but, you know, it's not, like, vital. There we go. Dragonary. What's that? Russell. There he is. Whoa, how the heck did you guys end up here? Wait, don't tell him. You got captured by the dragon too, didn't you? Huh, losers. That's rich coming from the dragon's next meal. Touche, I guess you're right. My name's Desch. I'm Robin. Gotta be upfront with you all. I've got amnesia. Can't remember a thing except my own name. I know I came up here for a reason. I just don't remember what it is. Uh-oh, the dragon's back. Hide. A dragon attacks from the sky. We don't stand a chance. We gotta run. Run for your lives. Yeah, you actually cannot win this fight. So the only thing to do is actually to flee. As you can see. Very nice. We leave Eden to die. That was close. Come on, let's get out of here. Agreed. You can have this. It's a spell called Mini. I don't think I've got the magic know how to use it anyway. In exchange, mind if I tag along on your journey? Sure, if that's what you want to do. Good, then it's settled. Glad to know you all. So as I said earlier, he has the last mini spell, and we basically get the last mini spell. I don't know, where did Bahamut go? This was so weird about this. Geronimo! Yeah, so we jump off it and we end up over here. It's really weird. It's really weird how that works. Don't worry about it. Oh, everyone gets fully healed. Okay, because I was going to say, that's kind of bullshit. Now I have to waste a thing. I couldn't move any faster. A gnome from Toza's Forest to the south, here to draw water from this magic wellspring. You're welcome to pay us a visit, but you'll need to cast Mini on yourselves first. We can't have big folks smashing up the place. So now we can give Eden Mini. Oh, you have to cast it one by one. Are you serious? There you go. Oh, get a load of how tiny I am, but I can't use my sword. Gotta fight with magic or nothing. If you shrink yourself with Mini, your defense falls to 1. Probably best if you fall back during battles. You're blessed with the crystal's power, right? This will be easy with 3 black mages in the party, if you ask me. Get a load of how tiny I am. So basically, he's telling you exactly how to play this next segment of the game. Move everyone to the back row. And since physical attacks don't do anything when you're minied, you turn everyone into like a black mage or something. Oh, okay, that's it. And, now what sucks is that in the remake of this, there's a cooldown every time you switch jobs where you're not operating at, like, maximum efficiency or whatever. It's just something to, like, bear in mind. Like, in this version, they don't have that. I don't know why they added that specifically, but it's fine. Alright, throw on Thunder. Fire. The usual. And this is why I made sure to purchase a lot of different magic spells. Yeah. Alright. Honestly, we could just turn off encounters as we go to Toza's Forest. Now, a familiar face among the lot of you. Oh, great. There's a tunnel that runs through the Muranos Range. You can use it to get to Moralka Basin, home of the Vikings. The living woods are somewhere out there in the world. I hear the fairies that live there are the cutest things. Oh, you can actually go in here. Gnomish bread displays a detailed map. We'll give you a discount if you buy in bulk. So if you buy 4 or more, you get a discount. I see. Living woods are somewhere. Okay, what else? Something the matter with Dr. Shelko. He says his tummy hurts. He's our only doctor, but there's no way he could treat himself in that condition. What can I do for you? Probably just buy... Oh, shit. I don't have a ton of money anymore. Luckily, 1 more arrow is probably all we'll ever need, so we don't have to go too crazy yet. We're all gnomes here. Can't find a friendlier bunch. No siree. What do we have here? Oh, you can enter from behind? Okay. Okay, we'll just sleep. Why not? We have gnome-sized beds. It's like the Minish Cap a little bit, where you find all the Minish village, pretty much. Yeah, basically the same thing. Which is funny, because I would have just had played that game, or would have been playing it around this time. Minish Cap was a very late GBA game. Fire Staff. Cura. Vest. Mithril Bracers. I need an antidote. That hit the spot. Something I ate really didn't agree with me. You saved my life. In return, I'll tell you about a shortcut to Moralka Basin. Just take the stairs over here. They lead straight to the secret tunnel. Or in Shelko's shortcut. Very nice. Ah, damn. Mytho bracers, mytho rod. Okay, and for magic, we can change what Edan has equipped, right? Oh no, what you have equipped. Kira's white magic level 3. Okay, very nice. I think I have encounters turned off. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. I was just very lucky. What is this music? This is so funny, man. I really like this game for a lot of reasons. Yeah, we can't unmini ourselves in this area, so we just have to actually fight. So that's why they had to give White Mage arrows, so at least you could do something, you know? Because otherwise you wouldn't be able to fight at all as a White Mage. You would just be only able to heal. Very nice. That was a good amount of experience. That's what I mean. This game has like a lot of very like weird scenarios that you find yourself in. I think that's kind of cool, you know? And then later on, obviously, Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6 also do stuff like this. More like 5 and... or more like 4. A demon face. Alright, we don't need to stick around. Okay. Very nice. Again, they make this way easier, you know, just so that way you're not, like, completely, like, swamped, right? It's actually a nice effect. Okay. I think we can unmini now, basically. It's just a short little portion of the game, just to mix it up, right? Oh, you can spread it. What the hell? Alright, let's change everyone back to their jobs. See, that is one thing that the remake does that I think is pretty cool, is, what was Claire? A monk. And that's it. Okay, whoops. Perfect. That's one thing I think that the remake does that's pretty cool, is that, like, every character has a different artwork and a different model for what job they are. I heard from a man in Canada that no village is supposed to be around here, but oh, we can't find it unless we're all miniaturized. Looks like you know what you're doing. It's cool they had a system like this. See, they kind of use this again in 12, actually. Oh, I have the stupid Tonfa on. As you can see, I do less damage with it. Okay, let's keep moving on. Vikings Cove B2. Ow, ow, ow. We're Vikings, plunderers of the open sea, or well, we used to be. A wily old sea dragon showed up after the earthquake and wrecked all our ships. All but one. The Enterprise was spared, but we can't set sail with that monster still out there. There you go. Look at this. This is just weird. Just rest in my eyes. The grog is the only thing holding me together. A Viking ain't a Viking unless he's sailing the ocean waves. The building on the cape is Nepto Temple. Pops ought to know more about it. Ask him. The boss ain't got a clue how to handle the sea dragon. How's a Viking supposed to fight a monster like that? What can I do for you? Alright, we can just buy one more mini just to have a spare. And yes, people will keep their magic even when they're on a class that they can't use magic on. You don't have to, like, unequip it or lose it, to my knowledge, right? Yeah, we just can't use magic on this class. That's all. Okay. Maiden's Kiss, which removes Toad. Sometimes also called Frog, depending on what game you're playing. Try everything, but I can't win against that sea dragon. If you get rid of that monster, I'll give you anything. I'll even give you the Enterprise. We got a deal? I wouldn't get on a boat right now if I were you. Everyone who sails along the coast gets attacked by the sea dragon. Must be the legendary Nepto dragon from the temple. There's no other explanation. Looking for the boss, that's him. Ain't boarding the Enterprise, even if it is seaworthy. The sea dragon will just come after us. So, they're basically telling you exactly what you need to know. Now, funnily enough, you do need to actually encounter the Nepto dragon. You do not need to kill it, but that is a missable, and that's actually the first missable so far. That's why I just saved. Ugh, what's wrong with his fucking teeth? Jeez. So all we have to do now is just flee. There you go. You just have to encounter him once to put him in the bestiary. You don't have to actually fight him. Which should put him in there. I've actually been pretty good about this so far, so no worries. Griffin. Is he considered a boss? Who is messaging me, man? Yep, there you go. See? These are the bosses. This is actually a missable boss because you don't actually fight him normally. As you can see, he's way higher level than we are. He's got 60,000 HP. So yeah, that's all you have to do. As I said, just to try to avoid missables, I just don't want to end up, you know, doing whatever. This actually looks like one of the temples from Zelda 2, which is kind of cool. It's actually the Neptune Dragon, but one of its eyes is missing. Seems to be a tiny... Oh, we have to mini. Okay, maybe we can fit if we use mini. Yeah. Is this also a magic spot? Let's go. I don't think so, right? Can you learn mini? There you go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh no, this is a mini dun... Oh, fuck me. Hilarious. Truly. Were-Rat and Lilliputition? Isn't that from Gulliver's Travels or something? Wait, didn't I change his class? What? Black. Didn't I just change? Oh, because he has no MP. Oh, shit. Alright, well, just defend. Whoops. Yeah, okay, I gotta go outside and heal up. That's why they make these enemies easy, because otherwise you could be really in a lot of trouble otherwise. All right, let me really quickly back out just to get my healing. Again, it's crazy to think that this one change that they added in Bravely Default would be like so important, but I mean it helps. It's just, you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about getting stepped on and instantly dying or something. Is this the end? Yes. And that's why they sell more copies of Mini and more magic. We didn't go this way because there's nothing to go this. Here we go. Wasn't I? No, just waiting for pops. That's all. 300 gil. Sure as you're born. I'm the oldest Viking here. I know more than most about the Nepto Dragon. That vicious beast is meant to sleep in its temple for eternity. Since the great earthquake, something's roused the dragon from its slumber. Now it ravages any ship that sails the seas. Are you serious? You could just heal for free? Oh, it's KO water. Okay. It's even got that very old school, you know, like revival sound effect. Yep. Fyra, Blizzara, Thundara. I think these are all level 3. Yep. It's weird, because sometimes Thunder gets treated as a level 2 spell. What are the magic spells in Final Fantasy X? Is it just fire, ice? There's no thunder. Is it thunder and water? Yeah, there's no arrow and there's definitely no stone. It's really weird. Again, I don't know why they can't just put all 6 elements in a game. I think that would be way more interesting, but whatever. That's how it is, unfortunately. They always treat my water and stone boys so horribly. I feel so bad. I only have 7, so just defend. You kind of have to use, like, filler magic. Very nice. Oh, let me also move them into the back row. Let's go this way. Serpent Sword. It's funny, they give you all this and then you can't even really use it. You have to wait until later in the dungeon. Or, you know, when you're done with it. Is this it? Yeah, this is actually just the boss. Okay. A giant rat. No gem for you. I'll nibble anyone who tries to take it, Squeak. I don't think there's anything particularly different about this rat than the last several that we fought, so... Ow. It knows how to cast fire. So what they'll do on the DS version is that most bosses will actually act twice per turn. In this game, obviously, they're not, which makes it much easier when, you know, you're not getting hit by 2 powerful attacks a turn. You're barely even getting hit by 1. Alright, very nice. The Nepto Eye. Alright, let's turn them off. Let's just turn it off. We'll just run real fast. Okay. Go over here. It's very short, actually. Alright. Nothing else. Nothing else missable. Where I put the missing eye in the empty socket. It is I, Nepto the Sea Dragon. I thank you for returning my eye. It is no ordinary gem. It is the vessel for my soul. Without it, my physical manifestation cannot be controlled. By way of thanks, I bequeath to you the Fang of Water. Use its power to destroy those obstacles that may block your path. Okay. What water has lost that which once shimmered within. That which caused the giant earthquake also trapped the light of the elements deep within the earth. I beseech you, please restore our light. The Nepto Dragon resumed its slumber. I'll take a drink. Alright. So there are a couple of missable enemies coming up. So I do want to grab them. What? Oops. I was wondering why he was running around like that. And, you. Back to being a monk. Again, this is not optimal. The game just says, hey, we need to give him... See? We need to give him something. That's all the game is reading. We need to give him something to put in that slot. So he has a weapon. Color me impressed. So brave, so strong. You lot are bona fide heroes. A Viking's word is his bond. The Enterprise is yours. Alright. Let's go, get all the chests. Robin. I like Aeneas. I think that's a cool name. Maybe I should have made him, like, the main character. In Edan. That would be cool if, like, someone made another game like this where you could customize your characters. Like, give them personalized, like, dialogue. You know, like, maybe one character's charming, another character's blunt, another character is, like, shy. You know, you could customize them. Do you want to be male? Do you want to be female? You know, do you want to have different colors? You know, you know what I mean? Like, I think that would be kind of cool in like a Final Fantasy inspired game to have that like kind of control. Yeah, there's a couple of enemies that we're missing. So we've already seen Sahagins and Killer Fish. We also need to see a Hermit. Oh. We need to see Hermits. Hermits, Sea Elementals, and Tangles. And here's the Tangles. Oh, yeah, Tangles, sorry. There's a little spot on my screen where that L is. I thought it was Tangy for a second. Oh, great. But yeah, I know I'm playing this today on a Wednesday. I know next week is the Pokemon DLC. So, Ash, if you're actually here, I'm sure you'll probably play it before me, but I know that we're gonna, you know, I want to do some trading because I don't have a way to get, like, Snivy and Tepig right now. Oh, shit. It's gonna be Thursday today. Okay, so I need to remember that I need to get, I need to catch Snivy in a Premier Ball, at least. Actually, wait, Ash. Oh, if she's not here, I'll ask her on Discord. I might just catch it and see if I could still just, like, trade it to her using the 3DS. And if I could just trade it to her using the 3DS, she could just port it through home for me. Just 2 Pokemon real quick. And then I'll just breed them. Because you're going to be able to import all the different, like, starter Pokemon into Scarlet Violet. And I just don't have the desire nor capability to do home right at the moment. So that would be kind of helpful. Because you know me, I'm, if nothing but a collector, unfortunately. Oh, boy. And I should be one of those people that has a full thing on Pokemon, but, you know. Wait, Poison? Poison, here we go. It's one hell of a franchise to love still. Goddamn. These look like SpongeBob dudes. What the hell? They have the same, like, face. Like, the same angry face or something, you know? Like, one of the Bikini Bottom residents gets, like, mad at SpongeBob or something. Oh, good lord. Oh, so good. Alright, punch him, Claire. Yeah, I think that could be, like, a really cool, like, thing for Final Fantasy, is to have, like, customizable parties, you know? Like, yeah, the dialogue will be whatever, right? There we go, we found everything. The dialogue would still be text, it wouldn't really be voiced or whatever. Or you could have maybe, like, a couple different people give voices, you know? That could be kind of interesting. Okay, alright. Tokal. Ah, mercy, there's nothing here of value, I swear. Please, spare me! Alright, anyway. Beyond the desert, far, far to the west, is a village of eccentric people who claim to be descended from the ancients. Whatever that means. One of the soldiers dropped this banner after they attacked our village. It bears the crest of Argus. King Argus, that can't be right. There's a monstrous evil roaming the western desert. It's a huge tree. It's a tree that moves on its own. Yeah, and we're actually going to end up there very soon. It's going to be another dungeon that we'll be able to do stuff in. Mayor Toko lives here. If you want to know about our plight, you should ask him. I'm the mayor of this town. We have been beset by soldiers coming from the western desert since the quake. They seize our food supplies and capture our able-bodied citizens. The town's on its knees, and there's nothing we can do to stop them. There's a hidden staircase in the hearth that leads to a storeroom with a weapon and a few other things. We're peaceful folk and no one's prepared to fight. Please take whatever you need to save our town. There you go. Phoenix down. And the Kenpo-gi. And the what? What did I get? Unfortunately, it's a Tonfa, basically. I don't think this will do more damage. There you go. Was one of you a monk in a past life? Please spare me. Spare me. Alright, so as we know, this town is all messed up. Okay. So what happens if we bring Des back to his fiancée or whatever? His girlfriend who's, like, lovesick. I'm actually curious. I don't remember what happens. Like, does she say anything? Which one was it? This one? Des! Sorry, there's something I have to do. I'll be waiting for your return. There you go. Oh my, Des, is that you? No, you're mistaken. What are you, an idiot? Obviously it's him. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think you're actually supposed to do that. No, you're mistaken. I have no idea who that is. It's not me, I swear. I'm too good looking to be him. Are you serious? It's 3 fucking griffins? Oh, maybe the desert has, like, high-level enemies. Oops. Fire. Eh. Okay, it's not that high level. Damn! Alright, very nice. Here I was worried. I was like, oh shit. Alright, anything else in the desert? Yeah, more or less, we might actually be able to finish nearly the first half of the game tonight. Or, like, the first third, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the latter half that I don't really remember. Again, these are all games that I used to play before the YouTube era. So you'll have to forgive me if I don't remember every little bit of it. It's kind of crazy, actually. It's nostalgic. It's like... You ever have, like, a dream where, like, you have, like, deja vu, but at the same time, it's something that you know you've never experienced ever? Like, that's kind of what this is, but it's real. It's like I'm playing a remake of a game I love, you know? It's very weird. Alright, don't worry about that. I don't even think you could get on that at the present moment. It's cool that it actually roams around the overworld. I wonder if it does that in the original NES version. Very nice. Oh, excellent. Alright, anyway, let's move on. What is this? Uh-oh, the sky? Interesting. We are descendants of the ancients, creators of civilization as you know it. We live in harmony with nature, as is our creed. Chocobos nest in the forest due east of here. Have you been, by any chance? No. Light and dark are living forces. When the time is right, they choose 4 young heroes unto whom they bequeath their powers. The warriors of dark were 4 such people chosen to save the world from the wrath of light. But the balance is shifted once more. It's up to you to restore the light. Do not abuse this awesome power. We have but one rule. Surrender to the greater will of the world. One cannot rely on modern machinery. Now that's a very juicy line we'll come back to later. The wrath of light, a catastrophic flood of power, was caused by the ancients. They used the crystals to harness the power of light, but struggled to contain its burgeoning energy. Light was unleashed on the world, causing untold ruination to all of humanity. In the end, 4 warriors from the world of darkness came and subdued the flood of power. The few remaining ancients regrouped and came to live in this village. So, think about what he just said. The wrath of light swarmed over the world. It's actually called the flood of light now, because they call it the flood of darkness. I think they changed that line specifically. Would you believe me if I said this whole continent was floating in the air? It's true, the ancients discovered a way to suspend the very earth, a wonder that continues to this day. The Tower of Owen provides the power that keeps us afloat. Can you get out the way, dude? Thank you. Shit. You have to go around. That's an invisible wall. Headband. Shell armor. You can just buy this. You get it for free. Here we go. Flame mail. And, what, 2 mage robes, you think? A fire staff? What? You know what? Sure. It's fine by me. And then for him, we have to manually equip it because otherwise it'll give us a weapon. Okay. Now, obviously, in later Final Fantasy games, you cannot run around with no weapon equipped. So, like, for example, in Final Fantasy X, like, Riku has to use a weapon. But to be fair, they don't really follow the traditional class-based system in a lot of these, like, later games anyway. Okay, fire staff, ice staff, light staff. Cast thunder when used in a battle. And you get a bunch of arrows. Oh, wow. White mages can't use bows in this game. Okay, interesting. There you go. Okay, there's no magic shop? Here it is. I might have to grind a little bit. Site displays a detailed map. Cura would be helpful. Teleport. You don't really need teleport, because you could just turn off encounters, right? Like, that might have been a little bit more worthwhile in the original versions. What's level 3? Okay, we'll just buy 1. There you go. Blind, no. What is level 3? Yeah, I mean, like, I guess we don't really need it. We're gonna get some classes later that will have extra healing anyway, so we don't absolutely need it at the moment. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's dangle, as they say. Giddy, Chocobo, giddy up! Wow, this feels not much faster. But yeah, you could actually run around the entirety of the overall map. It's pretty cool. As you can see, this is literally a continent that's floating in the sky. It's pretty dope, actually. When I first got to this, I was like, wow, that's kind of mind-blowing. Oh god, my throat is really bothering me. I know, there's not really much to do out here. There's just something you can do. We still have to go do the boat. And then we have to go do the Tower of Owen. Which I think they might have changed the name of. Yeah, there's a desert up here. As you can see, there's a lot more, like, I don't want to say biodiversity, but, like, the world is more traversable, I guess. Whereas Final Fantasy II had a very, very weird world map. This is, like, kind of a very, you know, unique map. Alright, anyway, that's all we have to do. It's basically a fast way to get back over here. And then, what else can we get to? What is this? Another one? Oh, here we go, the Living Woods. A mage who changed the Elder Tree into a wandering creature can change his weakness. Only one who could see through his deception may be able to defeat him. The Elder Tree of these woods was cursed and carved in the shape of a monstrous castle. Now it wanders the desert aimlessly. You must help. These woods are alive. Yeah, that's why they're called the Living Woods. We are the fairies who inhabit these woods. Have you heard of Hein? He uses barrier shift to change his weakness. Hein, the royal advisor of Castle Argus, is the one who cursed the Elder Tree to wander the land. I hear the cries of the woods. They weep for the Elder Tree that has made these woods its home for 10,000 years. For that giant tree was cursed by a despicable mage and left the woods behind. Without the Elder Tree, these woods will soon perish. Our home, our friends, the tree will wither away. So there you go. Now they gave us a lot of hints on what we're going to have to do in a little bit. But to my knowledge, there's not really much else to even do. So what the thing is that this boat is stuck here, right? Like, oh, here we go. This boat is stuck in this, like, little sea area. So at least for right now, we can't, like, take it out or anything. Oh, very nice. Hall of the Round Table. Antarctic Wind, Bomb Fragment. Those are actually some items that you get, there you go. Earlier on. for Lunith to use when he's by himself and he doesn't have a lot of magic, basically. Also, the Living Woods is a missable area, so I'm glad I actually went there. Once again, another area that's like really early in the game that's completely missable if you do not go to it. Very nice. There's nothing else. 21 chests. Yes, there's something else. Here we go. What the fuck? Some hell of a castle architecture, I guess. 3,000. Look at that. Payday. Door's locked. I'm guessing, therefore, we cannot do anything more here. Okay. Okay. Oop, this way. Alright, very straightforward. Nothing else to do. Okay. I mean, like, I think we actually have to go from around here, right? What's over here? I like this, because this is where the game kind of opens up a little bit. So as you can see now, we can get to, like, different areas and stuff, which is kind of cool. Okay. Chocobo Forest again? Oh my god. Wait, hold on a second. Can we get to that area over there? No, I guess not. I was kind of interested. Maybe I thought maybe we could get over there. Oh well, whatever. Let's leave. What the fuck? I don't remember this. I'm gonna save before I go in here. Gulgan Gulch. This is Gulgan Gulch. You should know that we Gulgans are born sightless. However, we make up for our lack of vision with a sixth sense. Some of our kind can even see the future. We serve the wind crystal, a source of light, and that whose power has been bestowed upon you. Henceforth, you must go to the crystals of fire, water, and earth. They will grant you greater powers than you already possess. Great Earthquake was only the beginning. The tremors that tore the lands asunder, the crystals, sources of the world's light, were swallowed into the depths as monsters emerged from the chasms now scarring the earth. Yet that was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. I see a future of both light and darkness, but is by no means set in stone. The living woods, the sentient forest call. It's basically, as usual, we had this in Final Fantasy 1. This is just another area where they'll tell us where to go and what to do. I see a future, no means set in stone. Stay sequestered away in this gulch, for those who know the future should dare not influence fate. When the crimson flames threaten the tower's destruction, he who alters fate's course will awaken to his destiny. And since the fire crystal's power is centered on the island of the dwarfs, the earth's power sealed away the other three sources of light. The earth crystal may have been sealed in a similar fashion. So yeah, this guy gives us a very, very ominous hint. I actually kind of like that. There's a lot of things getting set up for later. I've been expecting you. Take this spell and use it to enter the Tower of Owen to the north. Your destiny awaits you there, Desch. So now we have Toad. Yeah, we have to swim in. Yeah, okay. Something's telling me I gotta go to the Tower of Owen. That guy's right about me. My destiny is waiting for me there. Okay. I saw that. Look at that. Mage Robe. Ice Rod. Fire Rod. That's it. That's everything. Hopefully they only have, like, items on the floor in, like, towns and stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's turn it off. Let's see if we can beat this. What time is it? I probably have a little bit more time, right? Well, it's only 10:37. Time is just flying. Yeah, so as you can see, you cannot leave this inner ocean. because they have this big tornado basically blocking it, pretty much. So that's why. Alright. Rivet. Fardarig? Also, I guess they don't join you in battle. It shouldn't be this rare. I guess that's only in the DS version. That's unfortunate. Oh well. It's fine. Just know in the DS version, occasionally your allies will just randomly attack. They'll usually use a spell or something. I think sometimes they might heal you. Sometimes they usually just do like a melee attack or something, depending on who they are. Don't worry, when it comes time to grind, they're usually not around at like the grinding portions. And definitely not at the end of the game either. Okay, this is easy. That's what I mean, like, you could play this and still play the, you know, the remake. And it's, you know, obviously you'll know the plot, but, like, the gameplay changes are a little bit nicer. Like, I like some of these later areas. You feel really accomplished when you beat one of those areas, because it requires a lot of grinding, a lot of know-how, things like that. But yeah, there's a lot of time spent between the wind crystal and the second crystal. Let's say that. Like, you basically do everything here first, and then you do other stuff. I don't want to spoil too much, I guess. It's only a 38-year-old game or some shit, but yeah, you know, just in case. But yeah, there's a lot of time between doing the first two crystals, and then you basically do the third crystal, like, immediately after that, which is kind of weird. And then the fourth crystal is, like, one of the last things you do in the game. Again, there's so much grinding, you know, like, injected in. It's very hard to sit here and say, oh, well, you know, the grinding is whatever, right? Like, yeah, you have to do a lot of it. Remember, every time you change your class in the DS version, you have to fight 10 battles to get your full stats back. And you have to win them. Like, you can't just enter a battle, run. Enter a battle, run. At least, I don't think so. And because of that, the game is very grind-heavy. Pugman. Okay, very nice. Someone tells me I gotta go to tower. Only thing that we don't have are, like, cottages. But I don't think they've had any to sell yet. Okay, let's heal a little bit. I guess we'll go sail back to the Viking Cove. As you can see, no one is jumping ahead ridiculously in, like, HP values or whatever. Because then, in theory, you could easily just grind yourself using Monk. And needless to say, that would be the easiest class to grind up, because you just don't do anything. You just press attack. Every battle you would enter, and you would just press square. But yeah, so pretty much, they don't want any class to get, like, a super jump in HP, right? In fact, Robin has the lowest HP, and he's a warrior. Very interesting, actually. Very interesting how that works out. The white mage somehow has more HP, but they kind of need it anyway, so it's alright. Alright, we might have enough now. This shouldn't be too ridiculous. Yeah, let's just go ahead. I think we have enough. I'm gonna go really quickly heal up, and then we'll just push through. Shouldn't need too much for this after all. Shit, I left the boat down there. Okay. I mean, I guess we could we rest in Tokul? I think so, right? Do they have an inn? Or is everything closed? No, everything's closed. Okay. Oh my god. It's like threading a needle. Okay. I forgot to save. Sorry, I'm out of it. Okay, we'll just run through real quick. So, the only way that we could get deeper in here is we have to use Toad on ourselves. See? Shall we dive under? How exactly are we supposed to do that? Maybe we have to become frogs first. Ooh. So yes, you have to learn Toad. We're frogs now, let's get going. Out of context, that's so funny. Can I just use the Maiden's Kiss, just so I don't have to waste MP? There you go. Welcome to the Tower of Owen. Hope you like it here, for it shall be your final resting place. This place looks familiar. Okay. The Pugman. Alright. Maiden's Kiss. 9 chests. I forget how big this area is. I don't think you can walk over anything. Yeah. I don't think there's anything missable either. Okay. Should be good. But yeah, luckily when you have the magic thing on, like, silence for him doesn't matter. It's fine. When you have the extra gil on, you can just buy a bunch of silence and echo screens. Oop. Wait, I remember, I'm an ancient. Not that this is the most original thing, but it's funny how later on Final Fantasy VI would have an entire plotline based around the Ancients. I'm sorry, I said 6, I meant 7. Turfing? What the fuck is that? Is it like a rapier or something, maybe? I guess so. Your soul shall wander these sodden halls forever. I remember now, there's a hidden switch on the 5th floor. It's on the 8th section of the wall from the left. Is this the 5th floor? Yes. 8th section of wall. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th section of wall from the left. Oh, I miscounted. My bad. Wait, are they counting that little block over there as well? Yeah, they are. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, you had to count that as well. Okay. I was like, what? I thought it was only the gears you cared about. Very nice. Dude, even my mage is almost killing him. Yeah, I don't remember using attack this much on my white mage. Maybe I did. I don't know. I still have my original Final Fantasy III cartridge and everything too. Should probably use that more. Why not, right? Like, it was fun to play. Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it. It's definitely a game that if you're going to replay it, you really got to designate a lot of time for it, you know? 8th floor. Luckily, none of this is meant to be too difficult. So, I mean, you see a lot of the roots for a lot of future Final Fantasy games in some of these older ones, which I think is kind of cool. Even, like, in the earliest Final... Like, I think 2 is really an overlooked Final Fantasy game, but that's mostly because it never came to America until way later. I'm gonna need to echo screen them. In fact, let me just use some potions to heal. A Salaman sword. Flame mail. I think he's the only one who could wear flame mail. Zeus's Wrath. Alright, that's it. Let's quick save. I, Medusa, will destroy this tower in the name of Xandi. Yes, it is pronounced Xandi, as we know from 14. It's crazy, I know. I always said Xand. They say Xandi. The continent will plummet from its place in the skies. Hee hee hee. You will not interfere. Now die. Oh, fuck, I remember this. She's the craziest form ever. Yeah, I was just as surprised as you might be learning it was pronounced Xandi. Okay, let's have you cast some high-level magic. Well, you just cast fire, so maybe you're weak to blizzard? I know, top-tier logic I'm using here, but, I mean, it's all I got, right? Do it again. This feels like Warrior is very weak at this point. We're not gaining a lot of health, and we're not doing a ton of damage. It's kind of really nerfed in this game. There you go. Easy. Again, when they don't attack multiple times per turn, it's very easy. It's you know, that's why they did it in the first place, I would argue. The flames lick and flare wildly. An explosion looks imminent. No, don't go near it. I remember now. I'm one of the remaining ancients, the watchman of this tower. I was only supposed to awaken if something happened to the tower, but I was asleep for so long my memories were scrambled when I woke up. I forgot my purpose. It doesn't look good. I think I know how to stabilize the flames, but I can only do it from inside the reactor. I have no choice. This tower is the only thing keeping the continent afloat. If it blows, we'll fall right out of the sky. This is farewell. Thanks for all your help. Dash, stop, you'll die. This is my destiny. Don't worry, once I repair the furnace, that whirlpool should stop as well. Then you could search for the Dwarven Island. That's where you'll find the fire crystal. Once I'm in, I'll warp you all outside. It's been a blast, literally. Now then, here I go. And he literally jumps into it. This shit was so crazy, man. Dust! This is actually the game over theme as well. I'm very familiar with it, of course. A watchman's duty. Very nice. Okay. So now we can actually go to the Dwarven Island, as well as a couple other places. So as you see, we have the... Do you see how he stands on the balcony? That's actually kind of cool. It's not supposed to be like that. It's just funny. But now there's a couple places we can go since we have the boat that we couldn't access on the Chocobo, which, when I think about it, was really nothing. We couldn't access anything on the Chocobo. All I did was run around the overworld. There you go. Dwarven Hollows. Lally-ho! Lally-ho! How could you let him get away? You gotta get that horn back from that thief. Hurry to the underground lake. Our treasured horns are delicately carved out of ice, but that conniving thief stole one, the scoundrel. That horrible villain Gutsko took one of our horns of ice. He ran off to the subterranean lake, but dwarves don't float. How are we supposed to get our treasures back? Lala, no. The horn of ice was stolen. That horrible villain Gutsco took one of our horns of ice. We don't float. Used to be a shimmering glass tower up in the northern mountains. After the earthquake, it disappeared. Now there's just a cave in its place. You know where the village of Gisal is? Well, I'll tell you. Actually, I'm sorry. It's Gisel. Again, Final Fantasy 16 pronounced it correctly. It's Gisel. Unbelievable. I mean, money is not a problem. As you can see, they don't have ridiculous, like, costs on the inn in this game. But they also don't have 4 beds, so we all have to share the 2 beds that's there, which is kind of weird. Lol. Alright, we could finally buy things like mallets. And we could also buy Phoenix Downs. And you can never have too many of these, as anyone knows who plays a Final Fantasy game. So we'll just hold off on high potions. I think we're good for now. Turfing. I mean, I wonder, should I just buy 2 of these? And 2 Salamans, another Salaman sword? Whatever. It's always money. We could always just grind in the next dungeon to get more. It's not like it's a big deal. Ice armor, ice helm. Only he can wear the armor, but the helm is for anyone. Alright, and I don't use shields. Especially in this version of the game, there's definitely no reason to... Wait, are you in the back row? Oh my god! I never moved them back out the back row, no wonder. And we've still been staying competitive with damage. It's actually really funny. We've still been able to keep up, even in the back row. That says something. Never mind. This is probably why he's not doing as much damage. Oops. Dwarven Hollow's treasury. A boulder blocks the way. And this is KO water. Okay. Dwarven Hollows. Shall we dive under? Oh, it's just the frogs. Ugh. Oh, only you have Toad. Let's get going. The subterranean lake. Yeah, there's no Toad-only dungeon, if you're wondering. That's not a thing, luckily. Lucky for us, I guess. Needle. Oh, Manticore. Very nice. I mean, that's the thing I do like about speeding it up a little bit. Is I don't feel like you're forced mandatorily to, like, run around the beginning of an area for, like, 20, 30 minutes, right? You know, without the boost, it's way longer. Right, like, I don't feel like you're mandatorily forced to do that to, like, you know, level up and stay competitive, you know what I mean? Like, I like that you actually explore like, I think that's the one thing about these early games that would be a little bit better, is if the leveling was a little bit more streamlined, you could actually explore dungeons while you level, versus, you know, the safe method of just, you know, not doing that and just staying at the entrance until you feel comfortable. I feel like that would definitely be something to really have in more games. Now, obviously, later RPGs aren't as level heavy, right? Like, you don't have to grind as hard to beat levels in games as you do with modern day stuff. Right, like, modern day games are pretty streamlined, all things considered, which is by design, right? So, like, when you play, like, a Tales game, you don't need to really grind. I don't think you ever really need to grind in Tales games, for the most part, just to do the main story. But, like, hypothetically, right? Like, just case in point, you don't have to, you know? Okay, very nice. Wait, what was it? Shit, I wasn't looking. Oh, I actually wasn't looking. I was looking at my phone. I know. Very, very terrible of me. Sorry. What the fuck? Is Guts... I guess Gutsco is a boss in the original. Huh. Stay back, get away from the horn if you want to keep living. I don't remember this dude. He must be a reskin of something. Let's heal, actually. What? Not poison, though. Oh my god. I have to move that. It's a terrible position for an attack. I love this fight theme. This is a really good fight theme. Alright. Zara. There you go. Done. Just auto it. Very nice. Got the Horn of Ice. Okay. And we got everything. What the fuck is that? What is this? Why do I not remember this? That's very weird. That's very creepy, honestly, more than anything. Alright, let's see if we get a couple more fights. Is it like a shadow? What the fuck? It looks like a cigarette's following me. Which is not any better, honestly. Very nice. But yeah, I think leveling is definitely not as important as it used to be. I mean, like, you know, we just got done, or well, not just got done, but like a game like, for example, like Lightning Returns, you level by like boosting stats, basically. Like, you don't actually have a level in that game. You just complete quests and get more power for it. Basically, you know, there's a lot of Final Fantasies like that. Very nice. 420. Alright, very nice. That's right, you could leave without turning back into a toad. It's only entering where you have to be a toad. It's a horn. You're the best. Now put it back where it belongs, please. Hang on, I'll take down the ward. Ho-hoy! You get through now, just leave the horn on the altar. Yep, just put her down. Dwarven horn carved out of unmeltable ice. Ah, you fools didn't even notice me hiding in your shadows. Now both horns are mine for the taking. Okay, we don't stop them. Very nice. With both horns in my possession, I can extinguish any flame. The tunnel to the crystal poses no obstacle to me now. The power of the fire crystal will belong to me. Gutsco the Great. It's all mine. There you have it. It was a dirty, cheap trick. Grinding this one always kills me. The last tower might not be as bad with quick saving. Oh, absolutely. I expect at the end of this game, it's not nearly on the DS levels, right? I think if you've played the DS version, you know that there's a huge grind at the end of the game because you need the stats to be able to beat... Oh, I'm going to turn off encounters. You basically, like I said, the reason why they didn't have a save in a checkpoint at the end of Crystal Tower was because they thought it would make the game too easy. Ironically, it makes the game too difficult because unless you're spending tons of time grinding and like trying to power level, you're going to be underprepared for it almost no matter what you do. So like if you're just playing through the game, I had to spend, like, no lie, like a dozen hours trying to grind and level. What's over here, by the way, since I saw this? Oh, Gissel. I tend this flock. By the way, welcome, Alex. Hey, hey now, I told you not to go over there. You're such a handful, but that's the job, I suppose. Come here, you woolly nuisance. Uh-oh. It's the same thing again. Oops. But yeah, they said that they didn't want to make the game too easy. Ironically, they end up making the game too hard, because once you complete the fight against the big bad, without going too in-depth into it, you have to basically progress to the end of the game. It's pretty much like a full, like, hour or two, like, conclusion to the game. And it's really unfortunate. I wish they didn't do that. We will also need Libra, by the way. We'll need that in a little bit. And we will need Blizzaga. What's Shade? Yeah, I probably won't need that. Let's buy 2 Blizzagas, just in case. And then let's buy another Libra. Why not? I gave my DS game to a friend who was flying across the US who offered to grind for me on the plane. Yeah, I mean, like, it really is, like, that much of a grind to beat Final Fantasy 3, like, the DS version. Just at the end, by the way. Like, there's other parts that are, you know, grindy. Oh, yeah, we need these, by the way. Let's buy a bunch, actually. Basically, these unlock locked doors that don't have specific keys. So now we can actually go back to Castle Argus and loot the place. Tell you all a secret. You know how Chocobos love Gisselgreens, right? Well, here's how to find the leader of the Chocobo flock that lives in Chocobo Forest. Put a bushel of Gisselgreens by the tree in the middle of the woods. If you're lucky, you might get a glimpse of that big fellow. Because we have to... Oh, wait, what was this? There you go. Queh. 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 You just get back here and talk to them, I guess? Okay. I guess that's it. They just have magic. They don't really have anything else. Can you get in the water by any chance? Hey! Can't just traipse all over my prize veggies? As you can see, they're very isolated from the horrors of, like, the outside world, pretty much. Like, nothing has really affected them out here, which is, you know, interesting. Lucky, even. Yeah, that's why, like, if they had... Here's how I would fix Final Fantasy 3, right? I would have you beat the big bad on Crystal Tower, and then I would let you save your game. I'd give a warp that takes you back to the airship, and then that way you could just go do whatever, right? Like, yeah, you know, there's a whole story segment and a whole cutscene, by the way, that you have to sit through in order to actually progress and beat the game at that point. Like, once you beat that boss... Once you engage that boss, that's basically the beginning of the end of the game. It's like maybe a 2-hour ending if you're not sure what you're doing. It could be faster, right, if you really know what you're doing. And pretty much you have to commit. Like, that's it. That's the end of the game, pretty much. Book of Fire, Book of Light, Ice Arrow, Scholar's Robe, Book of Ice, Fire Arrow. So there's a good reason why we're gonna need all of this later. They're gonna make it very obvious in a little bit. And that's actually cool, is that the game will clue you into, like, certain things if you explore the world more. But for right now, we can't do anything with it, so we just have to do this. Oh. I was gonna say, is there, like, a gap in the wall? Phoenix down, Ice Helm. But yeah, I've talked about that before, you know, not only on the channel, but also just when playing this game in general. There's one random item somewhere. Like, it's a great RPG, a classic RPG. My biggest complaints are the magic system and, definitely that ending. That ending is, like, and the grind, I guess. It's a little bit too grindy for my tastes. Like, I love Final Fantasy 3. It's one of the games that got me into this series, but it is a very, very unapologetically grindy game, which could be fine if maybe monsters just rewarded more. Like, I don't know. I feel like once you get to a point, I think last time you were here, you actually talked about this. Like, you just get to a point, you're not testing the player on anything. You're just testing how much time that they are willing to spend, which isn't exactly like... There you go. Small choker was in the air. You're not, like, testing them on anything, like, concrete or whatever, you know? There you go. Here's Fat Chocobo. So basically, he stores items. I don't know if there's any reason to store items in this game. To the best of my knowledge, I don't know what that does, if it, like, gives you anything if you store enough items with him. But yeah, you could just summon him and he holds items for you. I guess they felt like if your inventory got too cluttered, you could just remove items or something, but I don't know, whatever. Okay. So now we have Molten Cave. Yes, and this is where you have to walk through lava. This shit blew me away the first time I saw it. I'm like, we're gonna walk through lava? Yes, actually, you will. Very nice. But yeah, I would make it so that you have a warp point out, because you have to climb up Crystal Tower, which is a whole mess in and of itself. It's like a full, like, 10 minutes to get to him, you know, complete with, you know, encounters and stuff. Again, I get it, right? I understand they wanted to make the game difficult. They didn't want to have a cookie cutter ending that's very easy, like the first game or whatever. But it's like Tales of Arise. It's actually technically worse than Tales of Arise in theory, because in that game, like, there's no way to teleport out. Once you fight the final boss, or not the final boss, he's not even the penultimate boss. He's like the 5th or 6th boss before the end of the game. I'm not even kidding. And once you fight him, you have to commit to the end of the game, and it's a whole ordeal. Tales of Arise, they're like, okay, well, you need to beat one of these, like, super tough, like, meta fights at the end of the final dungeon that is incredibly long to traverse and get to the bottom of. You need to beat at least one to beat the game, or all 6 to go back up to the top. Again, I ranted about that. I absolutely hate the way they structured the ending of Tales of Arise. It's awful. Complete that with the microtransactions, and it's pretty obvious what they wanted you to do with that game. They wanted you to play that game and then get frustrated, and then buy levels used as microtransactions. Or run out of money and buy money from the microtransactions. It's really kind of shitty that in 2021, you know, Namco is doing stuff that people were doing in like 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. I don't know why they would ruin their game with that, especially when Berseria was such a fun game, but whatever. Who even knows when the next Tales game is? And honestly, I'm not in a huge rush. I mean, like, I got Tales games to play that I've never played. But also just, like, I'm disappointed. Like, if that's what they're gonna do from now on, then I don't know if I even want to play it anymore. Like, you know me, usually I don't turn games down to easy. But I was not gonna sit there and grind for 500 hours, bro. I already had to grind multiple times off camera. I even forgot to upload a part, and nothing really, you know, I forgot about it for months until I was cleaning out my hard drive of old videos, and then I was like, oh, I never uploaded this part, and all the parts are named wrong. Yeah, no, it's bullshit. There's ways to handle grinding in RPGs. Tales of Arise probably found the worst way to handle it, which is really sad. When other Tales games were not only better, but more ambitious. Like, Zesteria's biggest crime was that it was boring, in my opinion. It was very boring, very generic, and the combat system just felt weird with how you have to merge party members. Like, Arise is just bad. It doesn't know what it wants to be for the story, and then it also just has very, like, awful gameplay decisions. I'm like, why are they offering, like, level skips, right? Like, that's something that is, like, so outdone, and you don't even see that anymore. And I'm like, why are they offering level skips in a fucking Tales game? And then I get to the end, like, the midway point of the game, I'm like, oh, that's why. Because the game gets stupidly annoying, and they want you to buy it. Yeah, okay, dude. Imagine if Game Freak started selling rare candies as, like, microtransactions, you know? And then they made every Pokemon game, like, unbelievably, obnoxiously difficult, so... I feel like Arise should have had couch co-op, like the AI sucks. Yeah, and that's the other thing, is that the AI sucks in that game. So, like, you yourself can dodge. Like, I'm not a Dark Souls expert. I'm not a dodging expert in most games. But I'm pretty reasonably good with dodging and shit, right? Your idiot teammates will just run into attacks and die. And then it's your fault. And they'll just take 1-2 hits and then die. Even the tanky ones. So it's like, at what point do I just say, well, fuck it, this party sucks? I should have turned that shit to easy mode way sooner. That's really the truth of it. I should have turned it to story mode or whatever halfway through the game when I first started getting annoyed, and I would have had a much better time. It's almost like they want you to play the game on easy mode the first time around and then kick it up on a repeat playthrough, but I'm not playing that game again. You're like, the AI sucks. Items, you don't get money from normal battles, you just get items that you have to sell for really shitty amounts of money. Like, as you see here, we get money after every single fight. Right there, see, guilt. And because of that, like, yeah, it's 4 times, I get it, I'm using the boost menu. But even without the boost menu, if we battle enough, we gain enough. Well, this whole leveling system is different. So, like, if I were to play, like, Tales of Berseria, you get items from killing enemies, and you get money from killing them, right? And then you could use that to buy items, right? And every Tales game has always limited the amount of items you can carry. Usually it's like 15, maybe it's 20 in one of the games, right? They don't want you to just item chug your way through combat, which is understandable. But on the flip side of that, because it's just, items are so expensive, like, what a fucking mess that game is, man. Items are just way too expensive to use in anything but a boss fight. It just stopped being fun halfway through, is really what I'm saying. And the reason why I rant about it on, like, every stream of an RPG I do now is because that's, like, the pure example of what not to do with your RPG. Because the combat is actually really fun when you play as Alphen. But I think most Tales games fall into the pitfall of there's only, like, 1 or 2 characters, like, they expect you to play as, and then the other ones just kind of exist, you know, for the AI to play for the most part, especially the casters. I think that Tales really needs to find a way to make every character viable for both the AI to play and for you to play. Because AI Alphen will just burn his HP away to nothing, take 1 hit, and die. It's done. Stupid. Final Fantasy XII did the item drop, but that shit sold for good money and unlocked. Oh, yeah, exactly. Final Fantasy XII really was like a peak in a lot of ways for this entire genre. Between, I mean, the class-based stuff was in the Japanese version until 2016 or whatever, 2017. So that's another story. I'm not going to get into that. But, like, you know, the fact that you could pick classes for people, you know, you grind by running around the overworld and explore. I think a more open... Oh, fuck. Well, we haven't had many of these, actually. Oh, great. Look at this. Okay, very nice. Thank you. But yeah, I feel like a more open world Final Fantasy XII is all that I really want, you know? Like, I want to be able to free roam around a world and level up my party members as such. Oh, I never taught him, Cura? Oh, that was intentional, because we don't have enough slots. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that, like, I don't know about realism, right? I mean, I guess it is realistic for you as the player, right? It's like, this is a reasonable system that you can be expected to grind in. It feels like you're hitting multiple things at once, you know? And trust me, I played a lot of RPGs, man. Especially a lot of JRPGs. And like, I love this genre very much. But, man, they gotta stop with this whole, like, spend 500 years grinding. You know, like, this is unnecessary. I think we're more than ready to do this dungeon, by the way. But I'm just ranting at this point. But yeah, Final Fantasy XII did that really well. And that's why I remember thinking to myself, I'll level up one more time and then we'll go. I remember thinking to myself back when I was a kid, like, dude, Final Fantasy XII is the fucking peak, man. Oh, the realism that the rat wouldn't have 50 on him. I mean, that's true, but you know, it is what it is. Again, that's the point. But you're right. Like, if Final Fantasy XII maybe buffed the items a little bit, maybe made you drop more, right? Things like that, and it's worth more. And yeah, I could see it working out. Tales of Arise's system is not completely flawed. It's just that they don't give you enough money if they wanted to have an entirely barter-based system. Like, if the whole way to make money in that game was you need to sell items that you get from monsters. Okay, I could live with that if each item was worth a good amount of money. Makes sense. They did not make each item worth a good amount of money. So the system falls apart. Or every item in the store needs to be way cheaper. See, I can understand weapons being expensive and armor, but items? No, I don't get that. It's just, again, go look at Tales of Arise on any storefront. What did I play that on? PS5? I can't look at it on this. Right? You can't look at other games on PlayStation 4, right? Because is it a PS4 game? Is it only PS5 in America? Let's see. Since I already ranted about this to high hell, might as well just fucking do this. Here you go. By the way, for the same price, you could buy this, which is a much better game, or you could buy this, which is also a much better game. But yeah, whatever, fuck that. Anyway, it's cheaper now because it's a newer, or it's not new anymore. Let me see this shit. Fuck this game, by the way. Here we go, bundles, let me go. Oh my god. Oh no, it's actually add-ons, I'm sorry, add-ons. Whoops, it's loading. The PS5 menu is definitely way better, by the way. Ooh, an additional difficulty. Wow. Anyway. Yeah, they had an SAO collaboration with Alicization, which is kind of cool because Namco Bandai also makes those. But yeah, see, here you go. Double combat points, tons of DLC, relief support pack. You know, it has fucking items in it. Oh, look, it unlocks 999 consumable carrying capacity. I wonder what they want you to do. Look at that. Plus 1,000 max HP. You cannot go above the max HP cap. Plus more class points, which give you more options to buy stuff. More SP. Grape gels and lemon gels, which are really high end. Galled, right? And they want you to buy this for $5 after hitting a hard wall in the game. And this is what I'm talking about. Is that they want you to fucking get pissed at the game and then say, well, why am I have $5, fuck it, I want to beat the game. I'll just spend an extra $20 or something to, you know, unlock support packs and growth boosts and starter packs, you know, and things like that. And instead of it being unlockable through playing the game and doing side quests, they lock it behind money. And I think that's, Jesus, $30 for a background music pack from other Tales games? Holy fuck. And this is what I'm talking about. This game was way too fucking monetized, bro. This game annoys the fuck out of me with how monetized it was. Because it was genuinely a really interesting game with a really good plot. And they ruined it by over-monetizing the fuck out of it. And that's why I'm annoyed by it. Something where once you've liberated an area, the prices drop way down. Yeah, or even if you don't want to do that, just make the fucking money more accessible, bro. Like, that's all. They could fix that game with one patch, but they won't because, as you see, they're financially incentivized to not do that. And I remember when people used to get mad at, like, Final Fantasy 13, 13-2 for having DLC, which is ironic because then Lightning Returns had no DLC, which made it an even better game, but whatever, I digress. Because if it did have DLC, I would have played it, but, you know, they were kind of one and done with the Lightning franchise at that point. Anyway, I like Lightning Returns. Spoiler alert, I'm very biased for it. But yeah, they're financially incentivized to make you want to sit there and buy stuff because you're mad. Oh, well, now I have to grind a bunch of money. And as you see, they give you 100,000 gold and they increase your carrying capacity to 99. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Obviously, then the game would change, because then you could just load up on all the fucking items you need, go into a tough boss fight. Who cares if your teammates get down? Stupid. I knew from boss fight number 2, that game was bullshit. All right, let's go save and then we'll actually do this. I knew very early on that game was going to be fucking stupid. That's the sad part. Oops. We can't actually do that. And I know someone commented and said, well, what, do you want bosses to be vulnerable the whole time? No, but like usually with a boss fight, at some point you have to be able to fucking hit the boss, bro. Like if my combo is longer, if the intended combo that you're supposed to attack the boss with is longer than the boss's vulnerability animation, then what the fuck is the point? Right? Like, I'm not even able to do a full combo. The motherfucker's already back and attacking me with lethal attacks. Like, that's how games are. That's any game is like that. Oh, the boss is vulnerable? All right, now slam him with all your attacks. See, Final Fantasy 16 has the opposite problem. It's very straightforward and easy compared to compared to Tales of Arise. But, I mean, ultimately, it just makes 16 a more enjoyable experience. Arise could be difficult, maybe if the AI wasn't so fucking stupid, though. See, the cherry on top is that your AI is fucking stupid. Wait, why are we taking no damage? What? What the fuck? I thought we took damage in this lava. I guess it's fake lava. Okay. So your AI teammates will constantly just run into stuff and get hit and just die over and over and shit. And then just half of their abilities aren't even very helpful to begin with. There's a lot wrong with that game. The best thing it has going for it is the mid-air combat is finally decent in a Tales game, and it looks nice. Oh, and Doalim is a really cool character, and he's basically my favorite character of the game. Like Yuri was my favorite character. He's not the main character, but you know, they give everyone a fair shake in that game. Anyway. I like this genre, but they need to cut the bullshit, man. That's very frustrating. Alright, here we go. Ha ha ha! With the power of the fire crystal coursing through me, I'm unstoppable. Thing is, I can't tap into the true power of these flames so long as you goody-goodies stand in my way. Nothing personal, but this is where you meet your maker. Got to attack with the formidable power of the fire crystal. Yeah, he turns into a salamander. I think it was red in the DS version. Something like that. Alright. Basically do this until he dies, pretty much. Damn! Ow. Alright, we'll just... that's not too terrible. What's our, cure... Just a shame. See, this game doesn't really give you drops after battle, right? Like, usually it just gives you helpful items and money. I mean, that's just the more simplified system. I think that a game where you pick up, like, monster items and use them to, like, heal your party or something, or sell for money, could be a very interesting thing. It's just you need to design an entire barter system around it, and I could understand that that's, like, a lot of work when just money just makes a little more sense. There you go, easy. Obviously, easy to clap cheeks when he only attacks once per turn. I've said that like 5 times now. Yeah, the crystal also is in red like it is in the DS version. Warriors of Light, I bestow upon you the power of light kindled within my flames. Received a new title from the Fire Crystal. Ranger, Knight, Thief, and Scholar are now available. Okay. So, Hope of Fire. So as you see now, we have new jobs. We can just forget about Ranger. I'm going to upgrade Robin to a Knight. We will need a Scholar coming up for one of the later, or for literally the next level. And we don't really need a Thief. They're not very helpful. As I said, some jobs in this game are just not particularly great. Can you use magic? I think so, right? I think at some point they do learn magic. Might have to level a bit first before we get it, but I'm not... I guess the job level will dictate it. But everyone else pretty much can stay on the same job. I mean, Monk will just be good throughout the entire game. The only person who really should have upgraded was Robin, pretty much. We will need to probably change Aeneas into a Scholar. We'll do that in a minute. And no, it's not like the 14 Scholar. Wait, did we get everything? Yes, actually. I guess we should go back to Altar Cave real quick and just see if we could find these other chests. I want a game that lives between Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy. Lol, 16 was pretty close. See, I would like 12 where you have a party of 4 people. You give them all different jobs and things. Do we give them back their ice horns, by the way? So, like, it's like Final Fantasy, what was it, Explorers a little bit. Oh, here we go. Warriors of Light, you have to help us. Oh. What happened? Toko, my beloved home, had nothing left to plunder, so they're putting it to the torch. Please, you have to save us. And he dies. Hein can change his weakness on a whim, however. Oh, I'm sorry, on a whim. However, a scholar will be able to see through his tricks. The game is really, really cluing you in as to what you need to do for this fight. But yeah, if you ever played Final Fantasy Explorers, it's pretty much like that. That's basically Monster Hunter for Final Fantasy, and it's a shame that it was a DS, like, standalone game that basically didn't go anywhere. Oh, the horns are back, okay. Wait, we have gotten none of the chests? Oh, I guess we go down here now, right? Let's see if we can talk to people. Oh, that's the Revive Spring. I like the classes, yeah. I think it's too iconic. Our treasure is ours. Let me moonwalk you over to the vault. Lally? Amazing. God damn. Otter Shroom, Elixir, Gauntlets, Killer Bow, Echo Herbs, Gold Needle, Scholar Robe, Book of Fire, Scholar Hat, Book of Ice, Knight Armor, Book of Light, Phoenix Down, Heroic Shield, Gissel Wings. Okay. There you go. We're only missing the item. System of Explorers of adding effects to abilities was weird but cool. Yeah, it was at least different. Again, that's why just 14 kind of hits it on the head a little bit. Horns of Ice. Horns are safe. You have this key is thank you for retrieving our horns. There's more Gissel if you want them. Yeah, see, there you go. Okay. Yeah, it was at least different, and that's why I liked it. I just wish that they had actually, like, really gave it a full effort. I feel like Square Enix will, like, half-ass a lot of attempts, and then, like, use that as justification as to why they can't full-ass it, which makes no sense, right? Like, if you're gonna half-ass it and put, you know, millions of dollars into developing it, you might as well whole-ass it. Because what's gonna happen is that indie devs are just eventually gonna get good enough to make PS2 quality games. Like, we're already kind of getting there. If you look at some of the games like Puppet Combo and some of these other indie devs are making, like, for example, my favorite indie game, personally, that I could think of is, like, Welcome to the Game, right? Horrific horror game. Absolutely terrifying. But it shows you that, like, between that and FNAF, you know, these horror game devs, you know, gotta kind of keep putting out quality, right? Like, they can't just put out anything, because, like, now even randoms on the internet who take a, you know, a couple classes in C# are catching up. And so to me, it's just like, bro, you guys got to really, you know, you can't just keep stiffing us and then saying we'll just add a bunch of DLC later. That's bullshit. I really hate when they do that. And I really wish they wouldn't do that. But yeah, getting back to RPGs, like, bro, like, people have been making RPGs forever. So, like, at this point, there you go. We can actually loot these. Holy shit. I probably should have come back here ages ago. Whoops. The longsword. Sleep. Alright, there's 2 chests. Did I miss something down here earlier? Yeah, if randoms can figure it out because, you know, they've played your games and they know what to add to make it better, I mean, like, bro, y'all gotta step up. Like, I don't mean that to, like, be insulting. I mean it because I care. If I didn't give a shit, dude, I would just do whatever. I wouldn't give a fuck. But, like, 16 is alright. Like, obviously there was only one playable character, which meant that they could put a lot of effort into designing him, which is cool. I just think that having more stuff like 12 would be good as well. Oh, here we go. There we go. I just think 12 had such a great, like, amount of ideas that we're not really going to get to see again, which is unfortunate. Okay, there's a bunch of items in we could get later. Same thing in Kazus. Did we ever go in the Mithril Mines? I think we did. Yeah, I'm not going to hunt down items from places I know that will always be available, I guess. Alright, this next area is actually a one-off area, though. Maybe should I stop here? I mean, we're technically almost done with the first half of the game. Alright, jobs. We'll change him into a scholar. I forget how fast it is. There's no animation for it. Alright, so once we enter Tokul, we basically get abducted into the first, like, linear area of the game that has missables in it. The idea of our main character not really being important to the plot is a fun idea, but in practice not a good idea. Yeah, like, I think you need to have some amount of your character is, like, a character in the world, you know? Can't move. There they are, seize them. Take that and that. Bring them along. Castle Hine is always in need of fresh servants. Hello, Devin. There you go. The Treasure Hine has hidden King Argus's blade, the royal sword, somewhere. Found a way out, an opening in the corner to my left, but I won't live long enough to escape, but you might. Use this to shrink yourselves. Ugh. Master Hine was Argus's most trusted advisor until the earthquake. It's like he's been at the behest of some dark force ever since. Hine managed to gain immense strength, but it changed him. Now he's consumed by an unquenchable thirst for power. The warlock Hine carved this castle out of the Elder Tree and cursed it to roam the desert at his bidding. And as you can see, we can heal here. I'm King Argus, ruler of the castle north of the desert, but I can hardly call myself a king when all my subjects are missing. Hine cursed my soldiers, as you see, bending them to his will. Blasted all, he was once my most trusted advisor. Are you alright, your majesty? I'll be fine with matters that you find Hine and defeat him. Can we walk through here? Yep. Take down Master Hine, you say, as his loyal servant. I will make this place your grave. Yeah. Anyway. About that. Alchemy. Okay, that's different. I don't think they have that in the 3DS version. Interesting. Tell me, does it always come with the white wig like that? Now I was waiting on my actual computer. I got my new monitor keyboard. Yep, very nice. So we will do the stream on Sunday. No rush. No problem. Also, like he said, we need to use Mini. Oh, that's right. You can't use... Oh, that's so annoying. There you go. Okay, everyone is miniaturized. Let's go. I have to remember to buy more mallets. Okay. Since I know that this is a one-time area, I want to make sure I get everything. Chests included. There's also a couple of enemies that we will need to fight. So let's see if we could maybe find them as well. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you, Devin, because like I know this is like a big game for you. Like you're really looking forward to it. My friends pretty much all bought it, which is kind of funny. Oh, I turned encounters off. Whoops. Actually, let's see if we could fight a couple here first. Okay. No, like Starfield right here, but you might not. It's pretty boring at times. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Trust me, I'm playing this game. This is like one of the most... well, the DS version might be one of the most slow-paced RPGs you could play. Especially in its heyday. Absolutely. If you could beat the original version of this game, nothing is too slow for you. Unless it's like one of those really weird, obscure, like, PC games. The only games I really find that I like that, like, annoy me are, like, point-and-click games. Because, like, there'll always be, like, some weird puzzle you're just expected to figure out. Yeah, I usually don't like that. And then you'll roam around for, like, an hour or two, and then you'll start randomly clicking things because you're just getting annoyed. And then it'll be like, oh, okay, well, that makes no sense, but whatever, that's just the game. Yeah, his laptop couldn't play the game, by the way. Homie had to actually break the bank a little bit. Okay. Which I'll be doing probably next year as well. I'll probably be fixing up this old computer of mine. And just outfitting it with some more stuff, more modernized stuff. Yeah, no problem, Ash. You have a good one. I'll Discord. What do I want to ask you about? I'll remember. I'll remember randomly at like 4 in the morning. There we go. Zeus's Wrath, Phoenix down. Yeah, the first time I did this, I was actually very unprepared for this. As you can imagine, it's, you know, you go to Tokul, you're like, oh, okay, there'll be something cool here. And then the first thing you do is you run in here, and it's like, I'm not prepared. They kidnap you, and there's nothing you could do about it. Yeah, 104X is a little expensive. I have the money. Oh, wow, yeah, now you need to go buy a $1,200 gaming PC. Yeah, isn't it great? That's very fun, man. Okay, 2 chests. There you go. This is another one. After this, we need to find a Dullahan. Apparently, it's found near the Royal Sword, actually, so I should probably go back. I'm just spending my one. Yeah, that's the thing about upgrading PCs. Is like, you know, at some point you're just going to be forced to, even in 2022, right, before my old PC died, I was even thinking to myself, like, bro, I'm going to have to buy a new PC, like, sooner or later, right? Like, there's no way around it. Even back then, I was like, yeah, this year I probably have to start saving up. And then it just happens that my graphics card dies, you know what I mean? So as long as I could just make it to next April, I'll be fine. I'll just keep that money on retainer. Maybe, if I could maybe buy some, you know, less expensive parts. Oh, here we go. This is the boss. So we need to find the Dullahan. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we just need to find the Dullahan. The new computer I got is apparently praised for its ease of upgrading. I just always hate upgrading my computer myself, because I just feel like I'm gonna fuck something up. Like, it hasn't happened yet, but it is like a paranoia in my mind that, like, I don't know, I'll space out and I'll just, like, put something in wrong, or something. That's why usually, like I said, I like to just have either Surgster do it or I just pay someone to do it. Like, yeah, I could do it myself, but I'm just worried that I'm going to mess it up. And I can't get that anxiety out of my head, which makes me more likely to mess up in the first place. Okay, very nice. Where was the Royal Sword again? I actually don't even remember. Okay, next time I have to take better notes. I have to take better notes on where these enemies are. Specifically, like, percentages. I kind of threw this together, I think it was yesterday, just, like, kind of sloppily. How does he ambush us, man? There's 4 of us. Are we walking around with our eyes closed? You want your review video? Oh, very nice. So what it means, Devin, is that you could start streaming, bro. OBS is literally for anybody. You don't even have to use, like, Streamlabs OBS. I don't. I actually used to use it during the Shadowbringers playthrough. I was like, I'll have an OBS for recording and an OBS for streaming. And then I was like, wow, this is way too cumbersome, and I just end up having 2 versions of OBS open. So then I said, yeah, I'm not doing that. So then I got rid of it, basically. And I mean, this does everything I need, right? Like, the streams look good, they perform good. I had a minor glitch again today where, like, I kind of glitched out my Elgato. I think it's more of a problem with Elgato. Like, sometimes the video feed just doesn't update, and if you deactivate it, it just doesn't come back. And then you just have to reboot. See, I didn't like rebooting my old computer because it took forever to reboot. Oh, here we go, perfect. It looks like a Castlevania enemy, actually. Ow. Anyway. Alright, should be it. Let's go back. We'll drink the potted water. Oh, but if we do, we have to mini. I mean, yeah, let's just do it. We need healing. It's fine. Oh, there you go. I guess you can't get to these other people over there. Yeah, they're just normal villagers. Okay. Here I was thinking you could. You actually cannot. Let's go! Someday I do want to play, like, Mario and Superstar Saga again. Or Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga again. And then I kind of want to play Partners in Time after that. Which I can actually play because it's on the Wii U Virtual Console. I wish they would have remade it. I don't know why they didn't remake that one in particular. I won't play the game. I gotta buy a this-gen Xbox. Still just have an Xbox One. Yeah, I'm glad I got my Series X. It's been very helpful. I know I haven't really played a ton of things on it, but I like it. Alright, here we go. It's Hein the Mage. This fountain of corruption, dark power is truly spectacular. You could never understand. With this power, I can move forests, control armies. I can hold the world in the palm of my hand. All those who dare oppose me will be annihilated. I actually like how Hein looks. I think it's really cool. So we study him. What is he weak to? No, okay, he hasn't used it yet, so there's no weakness. Ow. Could you not do that, please? What does alchemy do? Let's see. You know, I always thought it would be cool to have a healer in a game where, like, the whole point is, like, they just throw potions on people. Like, they just conjure it up and throw it. That's actually what you have in Bravely Default. I think Alchemist is a healer. Like, you combine items. That's actually one of the, like, broken builds I was using in Bravely Default, I think, 2. Alright, so you basically just use items with a bit more effectiveness, I see. Gotcha. Is he even gonna get... Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, is he even gonna get to use Barrier Shift? Like, we just punch him. Still did decent damage. What the fuck? As you can see, when they only have one turn, there's not really much they do. They would have to basically cast really heavy damage the entire time to really make a difference. Let's see. Vulnerable to ice. Okay. There we go. Nice. Beautiful. I like how they hype it up so much and then it's actually really easy. Yeah, he's not a particularly hard boss. It's just this is a one-off area you get pulled into. So you're kind of stuck here until you beat it. There's a voice coming from the wall. Warriors, I thank you. Wait a minute, did the wall just speak? I am the Elder Tree of the Living Woods. Hein cast a powerful curse on me. Thanks to you, the curse is now broken. I am in your debt. Before I head back to my woods, I will return the humans locked within my walls to where their roots belong. Huzzah! Thank you. Let's be off. The journey may not be smooth, but journeys seldom are. Wait, when are you returning them back to what? You want a time waster and a hard game? The Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura? Holy shit, yeah, I'm not doing that. Sounds intense, I'm good. I mean, I played a lot of hard games that, you know, take a lot of time. Long last, I am back where I belong. Thank you. You saved our woods, how heroic. Darkness threatens to envelop our world. You have been chosen by the light to ensure balance is not upset. Take this with you. Use it to find your way when darkness blocks your path. The Fang of Wind. Okay. Hein's atrocities wrought havoc within my roots and trunk. I fear I must refuse visitors to these woods for at least a millennium while I heal. Warriors, you have my thanks. Now go and dispel the darkness of the world. You are our last hope. Hilarious, right? So yeah, basically, even though you were just inside the Living Woods... Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Even though you were just inside the woods, it doesn't count if you don't visit it before that. You actually... It's a missable. Which I'm still annoyed I missed the Rebel Camp and I have to replay that entire section of the game. That's actually really funny. Alright, when I tell you that that's all that we needed to do with Scholar for the entire game, I'm not kidding. Okay. Save the town, thank you. You saved the town, thank you. Thank you. My husband is back safe and sound. Ow, ow, ow. You can't even walk around them, what the hell? The whole back of the house is, like, inaccessible. What? I guess those cracks don't mean anything, then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's no chests, so, okay. There's just items. Saved us, we are forever in your debt. The folks who were captured by Heinzman have returned. I got the mayor doesn't even have a special text box anymore. Good lord. Take another drink real quick, and then we'll probably be done in a minute here. Alright. My voice should be back to 100 in like another day or two. I just have to chill. I haven't been using it or doing anything too ridiculous with it lately. There you go. Again, it really is just stuff in the grass randomly. Allow me a scale. What else? There you go. High potion. Okay. It's not too difficult to find, I guess. You just run around and you look for the exclamation. Alright, so now we go to Argus, since we just rescued them. I think I kind of want to play a Kingdom Hearts game again. It's been a while since I played one. Alright, we'll probably get an item from the king. I kind of want to play Chain of Memories again. Greetings, brave warriors. You have restored peace to my kingdom. You know not the depth of my appreciation. Please accept this in return. It is the Wheel of Time, a device said to have been constructed by the ancients. It has been in my family for generations. Take it to a man named Sid in Canaan. Oh, you are already acquainted then. Well, spare my explanation. Go to him now. The Wheel of Time. Okay. That's not the item? What? Okay. Maybe I should go back to and then try to grab a couple other things. Did we get everything? Oh, here we go. I'm researching elixirs. You've heard of elixirs, right? The legendary healing draft? You came at just the right time. I finished brewing 2 of them. Here, take them with you. Very nice. And that is it. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, we'll beat this way faster than the DS version. DS version I might do as a playthrough, because I'm gonna have to, like, cut out the grinding and stuff. At least I'll be able to finally play Final Fantasy VI, because I was hoping, you know, to... Oh, wait, you don't need to go this way. Because Final Fantasy VI takes a while, man. You're in no hurry with that game. Let's see. This his house? No. Yo, it's animated on the mini-map? Look at that. That's crazy. That's actually really cool detail. Interesting. That's what I'm talking about, man. They got some interesting stuff. Only we had the Wheel of Time. An advanced device also called a perpetual motion engine. With this, I can make you a new airship. Just a sec. I'll make the Enterprise into the finest airship of all. I'll be back in a jiffy. Finished. When you're on the open ocean, press the confirm button to convert the ship into an airship. You only make landing on water, so be careful. Sorry, I couldn't remember how to get it to land on solid ground. Alright, very nice. He does not come with you. No, he's done. Unlike, you know, SIDs of other games, like 7 or 14. So yeah, now we can convert it into a flying airship. Pretty cool. Alright, so what haven't we found? Has items, 5 items there. And then, what, 1 item in the Village of the Ancients. And then Gissel has a chest. Okay. So it's pretty much all the towns and stuff. I think we got every chest out of, what's it called? Really? Oh my god, are you serious? Oh, that's right, he just said that. I'm sorry, I already fucking forgot. Amazing. Can we land in this water, or is this not deep enough? It's not deep enough. Oh, fuck. I forgot, okay? I'm sorry. I was like, oh, we're right back where we started in the beginning of the game. Not quite. You know why? Because I never really came back here before in Final Fantasy 3. I'm picking flowers. I love pretty flowers. I kind of also want to play, like, the Spyro trilogy again. I know I played it to death, but, like, I do kind of want to play it again. 3 items. What the fuck? Now we go, okay. There's monsters along the path. Oh, that's why. At least someone tells me. Well, luckily I turned it off. What? Where are these items? This is so insane. There you go. Fun thing, if my computer is late on the shipment, I won't get it till Monday. Ugh. They're killing me, man. I have to start it on Sunday. I mean, that's just the truth. I don't blame you if you don't want to watch on Sunday. Because that's probably going to be a playthrough that's going to run the majority of the rest of the year too. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that's not the case. Wait, 2 more items. Is it people in here? Yeah, start one. Yeah, okay, no problem. I just want to let you know, yeah. Have I done the Crash 3? Yeah, I did a playthrough of Crash 3 years ago, yes. It was the PS1 version, though. It was not the the Insane Trilogy. I did not do a playthrough of the Insane Trilogy. I did a playthrough of 3, because I had 3 since I was a kid. Funnily enough, that's actually, I remember, the one thing I remember from that is I was able to dodge some exploding some nitro somehow by just jumping. That was really funny, actually. That was actually one of the funniest things. Usually when you touch nitrous, that's just it, you die. Somehow I was able to escape the hitbox of the nitrous by, like, curving my jump really, really well or something. It was very interesting. There you go. I was never able to pull that trick off again, sadly. There you go. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, the trilogy? No, I never played I did not play the trilogy for the channel. I did play Crash 3, the insane version. I did get the platinum for that ages ago because, again, I like Crash 3. I'm not really a big fan of Crash 2 because a lot of the stuff is very ambiguous as to what you have to do. You just have to kind of know how to unlock the gem stuff. It's very difficult. So Crash 2 is definitely the hardest of the series. I mean, again, I don't think that makes it the worst. It's just not my favorite. When it comes to platformers, I like chill platformers, you know? Just personally. What did she say? My healthy glow is back and it's all thanks to you? And then you say, huh. Yeah, I'm confused why you say, huh. Like she's saying she's pretty again. I mean, we are supposed to be like teenagers, but, you know, it's weird. Whatever. Do us proud. Yeah, in the remake, Taka becomes Refia's father. Oh god, where are these items? What the fuck? Or maybe it's her adoptive father. Sorry. It's like monkey balls at Crash 1. Yeah, they're very difficult. A lot of the levels in Crash 1 are just very repetitive. It's very much a product of its time. You could definitely tell that just by playing it. It's very old and outdated. It's a campfire. Yeah, I don't know where these items are. I'm just gonna leave. We could come back to these places. So it's not like vital for the playthrough for me to do this at all. How do you get in there, by the way? You have to be able to get up waterfalls. There's definitely something to do there, and I don't remember what it is. I think it's optional, actually. I forget. Oh my god. You don't keep this ship for very long. That's why. Spoiler alert, kinda. You don't keep this ship for too long. Sorry. Which is why in this next upcoming session we will probably have there's more missable stuff. We're gonna start to get to the areas that aren't renewable, basically. Okay, well, what about you? You mean all the way around the continent of Chocobo? Oh, okay, that's why you're supposed to do it. I was about to say, what? Wait, that's not the item? What the fuck? Okay, there's another item. Yeah, he wants you to... Oh, here we go. Serpent sword. There you go. He wants you to ride a Chocobo around the entire island, basically. I thought there was a reason to do that. Okay. Whoop, not yet, not yet. What's this again? The different caves and shit that we were in. Why is there a random, like, out there? I'm very confused. Especially with how the world gets, like inverted. Oh, I forgot. Oh my god. There we go. It's one chest. I have no idea where it is. Yeah, this shit is really well hidden. Like, this is like Pokemon levels of finding hidden items right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where these items are. I'm walking everywhere, mashing the X button. They're really well hidden. Yeah, oh well. I mean, this is the kind of thing you would have to look up a guide for. Let's leave. So basically, now that we have the flying airship and we can now access the outside world, we are free to hop on the airship, fly, and literally just fly off the floating continent. Because yes, this is literally a floating continent. And this is one of the most magnificent pieces of music in any Final Fantasy game. Now, it's not this bright in the DS version. The entire world is like covered in darkness, basically. So what are we looking for again? Not this. It's actually a very depressing part of the game. It's an endless ocean. This track is actually called the Boundless Ocean. Okay. Oh, my bad. Whoops. The wrecked ship. Two chests, okay. Zeus's Wrath and the Blood Sword. Most of the world is underwater after that huge earthquake. I was on a boat at the time. Luckily enough, I saved that young lady as she was clinging to a piece of driftwood. We're the only survivors as far as I'm aware. She has green eyes. Oh, wow. Where am I? Who are you? What is this power I feel within you? Is it light? You must be the warriors who were gifted with the powers of the crystal. Oh, thank goodness you are here. I am Arya, priestess of the Temple of Water. What happened? The Earth's power caused that great tremor and buried the water crystal deep underground. Without the water crystals to protect them, the people were turned to stone and sent plummeting into the ocean's depths. Please take me to the Temple of Water. A shard of the water crystal remains there. If I can return it to the crystal, that might break the curse. Well, you're injured. I'll be fine. What matters is the fate of the world. Please, I need to get to the Temple of Water. Okay, thank you. And she joins the party. As usual, we can talk with her and stuff. There's a sealed door in the Cave of Tides. With the crystal shard, we should be able to enter. This is also a missable area, by the way. Okay. I guess it disappears after this. Yeah, what a truly amazing theme this is. I highly recommend you go listen to it. It's one of the most, like, eerily haunting but satisfying pieces of music in a Final Fantasy game. Temple of Water. Let's return the crystal shard. There you go. It's one of the Final Fantasy 1 crystals. Thank goodness, the light has not yet left this shard completely. She carefully took the crystal shard. Come, we must take this shard to the cavern north of here. Yep, No items, okay. I guess to the right is where everything, like, fell apart or whatever. Yep, very nice. What game has a sound effect like that that I know of? There's a very specific game I played that has that sound effect. Cave of Tides. This door is sealed to prevent outsiders from entering the inner sanctum. It can only be opened by a priestess of the water temple. She kneels and murmurs a prayer. Seal on the door dissipated. Shall we proceed? No items here either. But yeah, imagine you get off this... First of all, imagine you find out the land that you've always been on, that you thought was terra firma, is actually a floating continent. And then you find out that the remainder of the world is just a literal ocean that seems to go on forever. I mean, hell, without the map, you could just be wandering it forever. Probably that's how it was in the original version. You just didn't even know. That's truly lived up to its name of Boundless Ocean. You would have to use Sight or one of the Gnomish breads if they were in the original. I think that's terrifying. That's like existential. It's like there's really no civilization anywhere. Like it's all gone. That would be a huge, like, spooky moment. I don't know. Poison toads. Very nice, okay. Yeah, enemies don't have that much health. It's actually pretty straightforward when you don't have one... You know, I'm not relying on one person to do all the damage. Oh, fuck. Very nice. I keep telling you movies you might not have seen. Onward? I've never heard of Onward. Is this like a kid's movie or like a more mature movie? Like I said, I'm not a very huge movie fan. Wow, it's just a legit dead end. There's nothing there. Okay. Alright, we can... Well, I mean, I don't want to turn off encounters, because, like, I want to make sure I find at least a decent amount of the enemies, you know? But if it's just going to be ropers and twin heads, then yeah, I think we've seen everything. Okay. Pixar, but target age 16. No, sorry. I stopped watching Pixar movies ages ago. Like, I haven't even seen Toy Story 3 and 4. Like, I just... Once I hit a certain age, I was just like, yeah, I had fun. Yeah, they were pretty cool movies. But, you know, I was just old. I wasn't really down with it as much. Nothing against it. Like, it just didn't captivate me as much. Like, I might appreciate it more now. But where am I going to watch it? And I don't know. I'd rather play games if I have the free time, personally. So I shit you not, we might be able to beat this game in like 3 streams. I think we'll need next stream we'll just focus on like leveling and getting up to the finale of the game. And then probably 3rd stream, if not the 4th stream. That'll be it. We'll be set. Because we basically have done 3 crystals in one day. Like, that's a lot. Crystal of water, you may regain your light. Arya returns the faintly gleaming shard to the crystal. Uh-oh. Watch out! Arya! Robin! Arya, no! You do not lack for luck, it seems. That cursed arrow was meant for you. I am the Kraken, tasked by Master Zandy himself to ensure this crystal never regains its former light. You will not leave here alive. The monster attacked. Yeah, he definitely looks a little different. Someone is not looking out for this dude. Yeah, in the 3DS, or I keep saying the 3DS, I'm sorry. In the 3D remake for the DS, Arya and Lunith have, like, a very small amount of interactions, basically. It's cool, but it's not, like, vital, you know? Actually, hold on. Can I see something really quick? We're about to be done anyway. Let me just look at this real fast. Learned all summon magic. Obtained all weapons sealed in Eureka. Level 1 job to 50 will be easy. Level 1 job to 99. Reach level 50 for all party members. And then the usual, right? All hidden items and travel all over. I was wondering if there was, like, you have to talk to the party members that accompany you and exhaust their dialogue, because otherwise I'd have to reload. It's probably too late for that anyway. That would be a real pain in the ass to keep up with. How goes the download? It finished, but I wasn't gonna stop playing to switch back. This was just today's stream. It was just it. It finished actually like an hour or two ago. I think it finished like an hour and a half in, so it is what it is. It's not that my internet's slow, it's just that it takes a while to update the game. Arya! Light has returned to the crystal. My purpose is fulfilled. Thank you for everything. Stay with us. This title is yours. It is imbued with the power of water. See, the tile from Arya that holds the power of water. See, this unlocks probably the most classes in the game, which is kind of insane when you think about it. Geomancer, Dragoon, Viking, Black Belt, Dark Knight, Evoker, and Bard are all available. Arya, hang in there. It is my time. You must continue your journey without me. The world needs light to dispel the darkness. Do this for me. Bring back peace. Farewell. No, Arya. Oh. The earthquake. It's too dangerous to stay here. We can't just leave Arya. Watch out. Ah. That's right. No one gets a proper barrel. Yeah, you have a good one, Devin. We're pretty much done here anyway. We're at like the halfway point in the game. Why Geomancer? Geomancer's actually terrible, by the way. Minor spoiler alert. Geomancer is fucking awful. And by the way, the wreck ship is now gone, so those 2 chests are actually missable. "3 days is a long time to sleep. You don't say. Where are we? This is Amor, the town of water. My grandpa found you all collapsed out in the ruins of the temple. Now for 3 days? Yep. Sorry for imposing on your hospitality, miss. Thanks for everything. Don't thank me. Thank Grandpa. Get soul greens. I mean, I guess we could buy a couple. We probably won't be using a ton of them anyway. Why did water give you rock power? You'll see that Geomancer isn't only rock types. It isn't only rock powers. It's basically whatever location you are, you can cast Geomancy, and it will deal damage based on the location you're in. And needless to say, it's not very strong. It's not very good. Dark Knight could be good, but eh. I'll tell you who put that funny-looking chain on your ship. It was Goldor, that's who. Feels like I woke up from a vivid dream. Seems like no one remembers the earthquake or that they turned to stone. Legend states 4 warriors from the world of darkness came and fractured the light of the crystal. Goldor thought you might be those warriors. He wasn't going to take any chances with his crystal, so he grounded your ship here. Goldor is obsessed with wealth. His entire mansion is made of gold, but he's so paranoid of thieves, he keeps almost every door locked shut. Goldor's mansion? Sure, I know it's in the mountains to the south of this town. Be careful of the bog, though. It's a bottomless marshland. If you fall in, you'll never get out. A pair of leathergrass shoes will get you over the bottomless bog easily. Didn't that eccentric old Delilah have a few pairs? If you want to check, she lives down in the sewers. Goldor is not to be trifled with. He's so strong, not even magic works on him. So basically, they're telling us everything that we need to know. There you go. Come on, that's a toe tapper. Come on, everyone, let's boogie. Amazing. He hops over the counter. Yeah, but when they say Geomancer is the power of Earth, they don't mean it literally, you know? Like, water is part of the Earth, stuff like that. It's more of an Elementalist class, which is also a class in Tactics Advance. Very nice. Alright. At least we're getting better at the piano. Bravo. Alright, so what we can do... I guess you're not getting magic on this class, which is weird to me. I feel like maybe if you got to a higher job level, you would. But we could change our job now. So for example, Dark Knight. I don't think I ever really used it. But I will definitely use Dragoon. I'm sorry, what? We have no spears. Hilarious. Where's the weapon store? There we go. We'll buy some stuff and that'll be it for today. Kaiser Knuckles. Here we go. Thunder Spears. It's actually good to stock up on, It's good to stock up on Dragoons. I actually beat the next coming part of the game with using only Dragoons, which I wouldn't recommend. That was actually a really bad idea back in the day. Evoker is like Summoner. Geomancer is whatever. They use Bells, which I think would be kind of interesting if they put them in 14. I think that would actually be a really cool class for them to add in, would be Geomancer. It's one of the few, like, traditional Final Fantasy classes that are not in the game, right? Like, Viking is just Warrior, Bard is already in, Evoker is just Summoner, Dark Knight's in, Black Belt is just Monk, right? Like, there wouldn't be much of a difference. Like, most of these are already in, except for, I guess, Onion Knight and, Thief is Rogue, right? Which evolves into Ninja. So yeah, anyway, there's only a handful of classes we don't have at the moment. So we can upgrade you to a black belt. Perfect. And then, I mean, White Mage, we just have to keep... you know, there's only really one healing class in the game to this point, and it's Red Mage and White Mage, so there's not really much for us to do. I mean, we could turn him into a Dark Knight. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. I guess what I'll do is I'll look up what classes can use magic in this game, since I'm done for today anyway. And then that way we can get the achievement to get, what is that, class to 50 and a class to 99. Probably would just end up being White Mage, and just have everyone kill stuff, pretty much. There you go, Chakra Band. There you go. See, at least they know that you don't want to equip anything on that. Okay, Black Belt Gi. Viking Mail, Thief Gloves. Yeah, there's like nothing here. Thanks. Very much appreciated. In no hurry to give you good stuff. Okay. The legend here in our village, it says that 4 warriors will appear to bring balance to the forces of light and darkness. Oh, Lord. I remember these guys. Off we go. It's the Fellows of Light. What was that? Who are those guys? Don't mind them, they're harmless. Those fellows think they're the 4 warriors of legend. Yeah, they're I don't think they do much. I think it's just more of a joke. Alright, so with that done, we will save. Very nice. Next time we play, obviously, we'll continue from here. What we'll do is we'll probably do the vast majority of the second half of the game, which is now set in this new world, pretty much. And then, yeah. After, I mean... It's a lot, by the way. Like, from here to the 3rd crystal, or to the 4th and final crystal, it's a lot of stuff you have to do. Whereas, you know, from the fire crystal to the water crystal, it's not really much, right? Like, you use the Wheel of Time to get the airship, and then you just fly out, do the thing with Arya. That's it, right? Like, that's why you get that second set of classes. Within, like, an hour or two, you have the next set of classes in the other version. So, anyway, thank you all. Very good stream. I appreciate it. We had a lot of people show up, which is very fun. My thanks to you all. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Devin. Thanks, Viv. Thanks, Alex, for showing up again. Raiden. Always appreciate you guys. And, yeah, have a good one. See ya. No, I did not freeze OBS because I prepped it. I had it prepped and switched to already, so it didn't freeze OBS to turn it on. Anyway, thanks, Viv. You have a